Hello! Welcome to the Commodore Talks Wasteland. I am your host of the show, obviously, the Commodore. And we have a very special guest with us today, none other than
Ninja. Trash Ride.
And of course, we also have Figment, who all stand by behind our cameras.
Hiya.
So, Ninja, it's so good to see you on the show. So I have many questions. This is your first time. Usually I do this for first timers. I ask a few questions. One, how'd you hear about Wasteland?
Oh, yes.
Try to throw you off a little bit. Just keep you on your toes.
So I found out about Wasteland because I had some friends that used to go to it prior to when I went in 2019. These are a lot of friends that I've attended Death Guild and stuff like that.
Like the club, the goth club.
Yes, Death Guild San Francisco.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Death Guild Thunderdome.
Though there's some Death Guild Thunderdome that go to Death Guild, the club.
Yes.
Absolutely. So yeah, and it always sounded like a really cool thing. And one year I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go.
Hell yeah.
And I'm glad I did because it was, well, I've gone every year since. And I started in 2019. This year will be Wasteland Weekend number 6.
Nice, yes, and this will also be Wasteland Weekend's 15th anniversary, a very milestone of the event. I remember the 10-year anniversary was really huge. It went all out. Who knows what to expect for the half round of the next decade. So, what tribe are you with currently?
I'm with Trash Tribe, and this is a tribe I've been with every year since 2019, since I started. We are small but mighty. We are at a 10-city tribe, usually somewhere centrally located. Gosh, I don't remember the names of the new theme zones, but we usually are around the Redoubt, who's green.
Okay.
So usually somewhere in the middle, and yeah. And ever since, I've just kind of taken over the logistics for the tribe. We're always recruiting new people every year. I think we're expecting about 10 people this year.
That's a lot of new people.
Yeah.
Are they all first years? Or
No. So 10 people altogether.
Oh, okay. I was like fucking
I think we're only
building an army over here. I see.
About 3 or 4 new Trash Tribe members this year.
Hell yeah, dude. So remind me again. Your first year was
2019. The 10 year.
The 10-year. Okay. So you and Matt with Trash Tribe. So explain to me your first experience at Wasteland Weekend. What you got to see and got to experience.
I'll go with the first one. How did you find out about Wasteland?
You just said it.
Oh yeah. I had friends that went to Death Guild, and they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you gotta check this out." And
Yeah.
I was not paying attention. I'm sorry.
I'm paying attention. And I'm on my phone too. But yeah. So basically, explain to me your first experience to made you I want to come back to this.
oh gosh.
No.
You
I
don't
would
have to,
say the whole event.
I mean, there's gotta be with your first. When you think of your first year, you always remember this moment.
I will remember my first experience leaving camp.
Okay, kind of a cheat code, but okay.
Yeah. So I get geared up. I'm like, I'm ready. So we arrive on day 1, which is Wednesday, and geared up. It's almost going sundown at that point. I'm like, all right, I gotta go.
Where it actually gets cooler, you get your energy back.
I'm like, I'm ready. I'm gonna go adventure. So I start walking down one of the streets from camp, and I'm immediately stopped a block down by saying, "Hey, hello, adventurer. Would you like a tarot reading?"
What the fuck?
Yeah. So I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I go into this person's tent, and they're like, "Oh."
I love when you go to
nothing-
Wasteland, you just can immediately just go to strangers' work camps and shit and homes.
So this was also my first experience with bartering.
All right.
Because he's like, "Oh, well, nothing's free. What do you got to contribute for the tarot reading?" So I was like, "Okay." And I was looking. I knew about bartering ahead of time, so I made sure to bring a bunch of little knickknacks. So I had some fake bullets and some Morton Joe logos.
Oh yeah.
Bear claws. I had a bunch of. I was Wasteland rich my first year. So
I remember being Wasteland rich. Now I'm just Wasteland poor.
Yeah, so I gave him some fake bullet shells, and he starts giving me a tarot reading. And some of them are real tarot cards.
All right.
And then one of the cards is a Pokemon card.
Well,
Particularly, it was a Charizard too.
Was it first edition?
I don't think so.
Damn it. Damn it.
So it starts giving me the tarot reading, and obviously I can't remember what the tarot reading was at all. but he was going with it. He was like, "All right, well, you got the great fire lizard right here." So I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna have like some sort of fiery good time." But it was just so wild, and that was like my very first experience from like leaving camp. And I'm like, "Well, it's only gonna go uphill from here."
Pretty much, yeah. Like
That's pretty cool.
that is one hell of a first fucking experience. Like the moment you leave camp, you immediately experience that shit.
Yeah, other than that, like, I wasn't sure what exactly to expect when I went to Wasteland my first time. Like, okay, like, I watched all the Mad Max movies. I'm like, okay, it's going to be definitely a lot of Fury Road, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I knew the Thunderdome was going to be there. Music's going to be playing.
Did you, like, look it up, like, check out videos and shit just to get an idea?
Really?
So you went in blind.
Mostly.
And just an educated guess what might be there.
I had no help with my outfit. I just spent an entire month like, all right. I found some YouTube videos. I watched a lot of Nuclear Snail videos, which a lot of people do. It's really good.
Oh yeah, he's really famous of like how to do Wasteland outfits and shit. Really well experienced.
And I just spent like a solid month on my outfit. Some of my outfit pieces I still wear. I just added to it every year.
That's always good.
Yeah, I just figured I'm not rich in the Wasteland. I just acquire new pieces here and there.
Pretty much. That's how it always
It's a lot
goes.
of rotating. Okay, I'm tired of this piece. We'll put it in for barter. It ends up somewhere else, and then it's a lot of rotating here.
Exactly. Something breaks, replace it. Recycle, reuse.
Yep.
Also, can you check comments for me on both Facebook and YouTube first, real quick? Because I haven't checked messages yet, so because I'm still.
So nothing on YouTube.
Okay, that's normal.
We have Bunny flipping everyone off.
Bunny.
Not Z, but
Oh yeah, Z.
space. Goddamn. Got 10 people watching.
Nice,
Oh, right
not too bad. Yeah, the spamming works.
So this beer is defective. It had a leak.
Uh oh. Sounds like.
I'm going to go return it and hopefully get another.
Oh no, we got a beer winch for that. Beer winch.
Beer winch!
Refill, four.
Figment is currently stuck beneath Sebastian.
So we have Ducky here, who we asked nicely if they can serve us beer, so we don't have to leave the camera unless we have to go take a piss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because if you own a cat, you know that whole like your cat's gonna curl up on you and fall asleep, and you are stuck.
Oh yeah, you're pretty much fucked.
And that is me at the moment. He is curled up
good.
and cozy. Yes, I'm such a good boy.
All right, so we narrowed down like your tribe. Were you always ninja before Wasteland, or was that something you actually came up at Wasteland?
So no, yeah, Ninja was my nickname prior to Wasteland. I didn't actually get a creative Wasteland name like a lot of other people.
Okay.
Though one of my tribe mates did try to nickname me Sailor Ninja. And the reason behind this was I made a music box that was very similar to Mad Max and the Road Warrior, where he has the music box.
Oh yeah, the Happy Birthday to You
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
Except mine was the Sailor Moon theme song.
Oh.
So I mounted it to my gauntlet. Part of my party tricks would be like, okay, let me show you my party trick. It'd be like,
I fucking love it.
That's so cool.
That is fucking amazing.
You're giving this one ideas now.
So, and you've been to so far every Wasteland weekend that was basically announced officially.
Yes, every
So-
single one except for obviously the canceled one. In
Yeah,
2020.
no one went to that one.
So yeah, this will be my 6th Wasteland weekend.
Yeah.
I can't wait for 2025, the 15-year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, see, like it's kind of hard to say that because like with the numbers and shit, and like 2020, because like I would say 2020 would have been my 5th year of Wasteland, but that never exists, so we never went. So I had like this year, it technically would have been my 11th year, but I have to say this is my 10th Wasteland.
Oh wow! So when did you start? It was like
2015.
2015. Oh yeah, you're one of the Fury Road Boomers.
Yeah. Oh fuck. there was a name for it. Someone from the Temple of Eight that was on the show had a name for it. I can't remember what it was, but there was like a name for like people who came there the year of the Fury Road. Kind of like there we last Wasteland we had the year of the Furiosa.
Hey, fuck you, Nunya.
Nunya, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Thanks for watching.
Hell yeah.
Boo brother.
People checking in.
Also, if you're all confused, because I know normally you don't see me with face paint, is because later on we're gonna have some interesting stories of our mutual love with a band that's affiliated with the Wasteland community called Ornocore.
Yes.
And we got Chris watching.
Which Chris?
Love Chris.
Oh, fucking murderer. Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Keanu Reeves.
He has answers.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves, Ogre from Skinny Puppy. He looks just like those.
More questions.
Probably no answers for that one, I'm afraid. I tried. Yeah, I'm still trying to fucking spam people's messengers real quick before I can actually get my full attention and focus of the show. So in the meantime, yes, please read out comments.
Oh shit.
What?
I know, we got buttons on YouTube.
Buttons!
Hey, buddies.
Sorry I'm late.
I have a bad joke for that, but I'm not going to do it. For your circumstances.
Yeah. They were asking if we were going to be at Buzzard's Patch.
Yeah, see, I wanted to go. I was planning on going, but then I recently lost my job at the beginning of last month. And I got a new job. I'll let that know. I got a new job.
Yeah.
But with the finances and the freshness of having this job, it's going to be really spotty to try to request time off so soon. So I'm unfortunately going to have to skip this year once again, unfortunately.
And I was going to be prepared. I had the whole idea to get a big-ass mosquito net and just staple it to a giant hat. It's where it touches the ground.
Yeah, fuck the
Be like,
bugs.
nope.
Oh,
fuck
is
the
that a thing
mosquitoes.
there?
Oh, there's so many mosquitoes up there.
Yeah.
Too many bloodsuckers.
All the bloodsuckers.
She's like, I did the feather and the hat.
Oh yeah, this was a recent touch I had beginning of this year actually. Boy, thank Nunya for that actually, because he's the one like, you should put a feather in your hat. And I'm like, you know what? A big feather would look nice on this hat. So I did. I got a nice feather on for my hat. So, what'd you get to do last year's Wasteland?
Let me see. Sometimes the wastelands blur together for me.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I did uniquely last year. That was a lot of fun. Catching dead animal assembly plants.
Oh, their shows always are fucking insane.
Pretty awesome, and the fact that they filmed their video cinders
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, they had their new music video up that got filmed there. Like they did a few of them. Like they did the last year's Wasteland Weekend music for I think it's called Death, Dirt, and Decay, and that became like the highlight video for Wasteland Weekend of that year.
Yeah. So Cinders was a banger. Yeah, that was definitely like a pretty cool highlight that I can remember. I did a lot of questing last year.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So funny enough to dial it back to my first year.
Yeah, sure.
My first year, I did no like questing at all.
Okay.
Like, no questing, no bounty hunting. I just drank and had a great time with friends, and that was enough to be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. I'm gonna go back. But then my following year, I was like, all right, now I want to do the LARP stuff. Like I want to do bounty hunting.
Oh, yeah.
I questing. I want to dive in. And so last year, one of the things I did heavy, and they do this every year too, is the bounty hunt.
Oh yeah, I used to do that every year. Pretty much when the Rust Doubles were still around doing it.
So now it's being done by the Slammer.
Yeah.
And I believe Pistol heads that. I may be helping out with that. We'll still see.
Oh fuck yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I could be behind the counter a couple times, or just providing intel to people.
There you go.
Because I think I had like at least like three bounties I did last year, and
Nice.
including one of them is I hunted my bounty hunter.
Oh.
Oh wow, you can do that.
Well,
I mean, Yeah, now that I look at it, like the method, like he could technically do that.
How the Tony's table.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I just found my person that was hunting me,
And then apparently he
challenged them to my challenge.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's see.
So wait, if you lost, then does that mean that he gets your bounty then?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Good thing I didn't lose.
Because I remember, like my first year, I wasn't thinking of. I was thinking about bounty hunting, but I didn't want to fully get into it yet. It wasn't until like I ran to the Ghoul Crest Hunt Club, and the way to get in, you have to earn a tie. And earn a tie, you have to have a good bounty hunting story. So I was like, well, fuck, I guess I have to go bounty hunting if I want to check this place out because I'm intrigued. So the next day, I signed up for bounty hunting. I caught my guy, and then got a good story for it, and literally got the last tie of that year. So they only did, it was their first year too. They only gave 30 ties out for people, and they called them the Dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
So
Cool.
I'm literally the 30 of the Dirty 30.
Right on. That's pretty cool. If I remember correctly, you actually have a pretty cool bounty hunting story that with some war boys.
Yes, 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 I do. That was I want to say year 16 or year 17. I want to say it was 17.
Okay.
So I was I just got things set up for my DJ set at the Borland Hope Saloon, and I ran to a friend of mine that I know outside of the Wasteland, and they're like, "Hey, cool, hey, what you doing right now?" Hey, I got nothing. I'm just I set up a little early, so I'm just killing time so I have to start my DJ set. Oh, cool, hey, want to come up to the Temple of the Eight with us? They're doing this dinner, and they actually want to talk to you because they heard about you. I'm like, oh, okay. In my head, I'm like, this is kind of sus because I never interacted with them whatsoever. So I'm really already have like my hand on the pistol.
Rightfully so.
So and I told them to lead on. I'm not gonna have them behind me, and also I got a gun back of my head. So I get there. I talk to their what the mechanic, but they do humans.
Cosmetic mechanic?
No. There's a
Organic?
Organic. That's the name of it. They're organic of that year. He was introducing me, and you want to say hi, and then all of a sudden he fucking whistles, and all the war boys just swarm around me. And I'm like, the fuck is going on? And apparently they had a bounty on me, and they did it as a revenge because I actually killed one of their imperators.
Ooh.
So in my head, I'm like, this is really awesome, but about that, someone already got my bounty. Because it was because that was the first year where they were like, oh yeah, you get multiple bounties now. So they just, because usually it's just someone take a paper and that's it. That's your bounty. No one can go after that person but you.
Yeah.
But then they start printing out multiple pages so multiple people can go after someone.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that until the hard way. And then when they found out about that, they're like, fuck! Because apparently they want to try to get into Ghoul Crest too. Because they knew I was from Ghoul Crest. And so I was all like, well, I'll tell you this. This is a really fucking great plan of how you try to get me. Since you got me a little too late, still try to come up with a cool story for the captain, and he might still give you a fucking tie. He showed up hella early to where we weren't fucking open, and he never showed up later that night. So I don't think he ever got his fucking tie, and I never saw him again.
Oh, right on. That is a pretty good story. I got a couple fun bounty hunting stories myself. This was a few years back. I pulled a bounty poster for a wastelander named Skunk.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, apparently he works on the map in the city.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the year I pulled his poster, I couldn't find him. But this guy was so elusive. Like, I was asking around town, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, once you find this guy, he just disappears. Like, the second he knows he's being hunted, he's gone."
He just hides in his tent for the rest of the event. Like, can't find me if I'm not out there.
Could not find this guy at all.
Fucking A.
So, but I kept his poster.
All right.
So the next year, I go back to the Rust Devils because it was back when Rust Devils was still doing it.
Yeah.
And I noticed Skunk had his new poster for the current year.
Oh.
So I pulled his poster and I asked him at the counter. I was like, "Hey, if I have a bounty poster from last year, can I still hunt the person?"
That's a good question.
And they're like, "Well, does he have a bounty poster for this year? You mean this one?" He's like, "Yes, fair game." I'm like, "Awesome."
Touche.
Hold up, put in pocket. And this time I had like a plan. I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna get this guy."
All right.
So luckily on his bounty poster this year he added a little hint, and that was the camp he was camping at.
Okay.
Oh.
That's all I needed.
But all right.
So, all right, I'm gonna reveal some of my bounty hunting secrets here. So how I got into the camp? So I went to the WCC and I forged a mail.
What the fuck?
Add that to my bounty poster. So I forged mail.
Forgery.
Like, all right, to Skunk. I believe he was part of the Love Bombs.
Oh.
And
Okay.
in the letter, it just said bang.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, because his poster said, "Shoot me before I shoot myself."
That's clever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I also had a Nerf gun that had a Nerf dart. I know you're not supposed to do this, but this was like a special situation.
Yeah.
I had a Nerf dart and it had this name on it. It said Skunk. I planned this out. Like I was gonna get.
No, this is really fucking creative shit right there. I'm loving this.
So, all right. So then I aimed it and I was like, all right, I got his poster. I know his camp. If I aim for like noon or he'll probably still be in the camp because I know people usually don't leave out of their camp until like afternoon. So I gathered a couple of my tribe mates. I'm like, hey, you want to join me on a bounty? And one of my bounty members call out to Warboy Scrat, Little Slugga. He was going around collecting. Yeah, he was going around collecting baseball cards and getting signatures this year.
I totally forgot before night. Apparently, we got cow fuckers watching.
Oh shit!
So cow fuckers.
Fuck move!
Fuck move!
Fuck move!
Stop.
She freaking out?
He does not like that.
He was going fireworks and vacuum cleaners, but the cowbell's where he draws the line.
Yes. You woke him up from a dead sleep.
Cow fuckers! Fuck you!
Fuck you!
You guys are awesome.
And then we got Trench watching. Fucking Dump Truck is watching.
Ah, dump truck! Fuck you!
Yep.
That's a good homie.
I'll put my hairball
Oh wow, scared of that.
Can you hear me?
behind there. Yeah, sure.
Much appreciated.
Alright, so anyways, go
All
ahead.
right. So anyway, I grabbed a couple of my tribe mates. I grabbed Lich, who the apocalyptic.
Yeah.
He's part of Trash Tribe, one of the founding members. I grabbed him and I grabbed Scrat. And I was like, hey, join me taking on the bounty. You know, just show him the muscle.
Nice.
Much appreciated. So we show up to his camp, and we roll up, and we kind of look intimidating. We're all kind of scary looking dudes. And I was like, hey, I got mail. I'm delivering mail to the camp. And they're like, oh, put it in the mailbox. Curveball, wasn't expecting that. All right. Extortion. I don't work for free.
Ooh.
Come inside. We'll pour you a drink. Perfect. So I go inside.
So now you got your way in.
I got to get a bar and I get a drink.
There you go.
So they pour me a drink at their camp. Scrat's there and he's like, hey, I got baseball cards. And he's like, hey, can I get signatures from this camp and stuff like that. So he's pulling out baseball cards and stuff like that. And they give him a tribe, one of those limited tribe baseball cards.
Okay.
Apparently you have to go to the tribe and they have the cards. Like Slugga gave them the cards ahead of time.
Yeah.
So he gets one of the camp, and then he starts reading off, because it says the tribe members on the back of the camp. And he's, reading it off. And then he gets to, oh, Skunk. And he doesn't say anything, but I know he's, standing right behind me. So I turn around, and I was like, Skunk? He's like, yeah. Hold on, Nerf, bang. Nerf dart just goes, boop, hits the ground. He, looks at it. Did you just shoot a projectile at me? And I was like, yeah, I did. You know that's not allowed at Wasteland. It has your name on it. You son of a bitch! You got my bounty hunting poster.
You were so
I was like, that's what I pulled out. I was like, not only for this year, but from last year too.
I like at the beginning, you were so no, that's against the rules.
So, and I believe there was a couple of tribe members there, and they just start busting up laughing. Because apparently he's like, this
Oh.
guy's never been caught before.
Graf is watching.
Hey, how's it going?
Graf, how you doing?
Graf! Ballsy!
Ballsy!
Well, we're going to get some of the Arnold stories
Oh, yeah.
soon.
Oh, yeah.
We got our stogies ready.
Stogie. So, yeah. We'll probably talk about that a little bit after this bounty hunting story.
Oh, yeah, sounds good. Yeah, and then I have another story, but I can save that one for later. But anyways, yeah. So he gives me a very unique marble as like his bounty hunting reward. Which is apparently he made it out of dirt from Wasteland.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah, so actually, they're super nice. They're super respectful.
Oh, yeah.
I had this elaborate scheme to take them down.
That's fucking genius. That's genius.
Apparently, I'm the only one that's got them. Yeah.
Well, you had to really think outside the box for that one. Goddamn. But yeah, so fucking so again, we're wearing these this paint face and to homage to one of our bands that we love and enjoy, Arnocore. We see them play
ballsy guys right there.
Real ballsy. They play a number of Wasteland events like Nuclear Winter and Wasteland Weekend, and we usually see them in the NorCal area, like at wrestling shows and other shit.
In fact, they have a show coming up on the 19th.
They do. That's Berkeley?
Berkeley at the Gilman.
Yes.
I believe that's at 7 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be there. I got it. I got to be there.
Unfortunately, I had to DJ at my local goth club that night, so I'll have to miss this one until next time.
Necromancy is always a good time.
Oh, yeah. So, I think it's time to light these cigars and get ready to tell some Arnocore stories that we shared.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, even Lizard is saying they're playing at the Gilman on the 19th. And you got your buddy Atomics saying, "Damn, I want to go."
Oh, yeah, he's one of my buddies. I wonder if he's going to still be in Virginia at that time. Or he's going to be one of our first years this year. He's looking forward to it.
So he's actually going this time.
Yes.
Good.
Tickets has been acquired. There's no escape now.
So the cigar we have for tonight is a Punch Knuckle Buster from 1840, Habano. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that terribly. So I first heard about Arnocore at the 10-year anniversary of Wasteland Weekend when they performed there, I believe, their first time. I saw them play, and I'm like, oh, fuck, cool. An Arnold Schwarzenegger-esque metal band. I'm all for this. So I saw them play, and then I had to go over to the Rabbit Radstack Saloon to do the Ghoulcrest takeover night, because that was the year Ghoulcrest wasn't there, but we were taking over the Radstack's bar for one night only. And, hold on. I get a good puff for this one.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm at the front of the bar, and I see like maybe 3 or 4 of them. And I know how many they bring, because they have an army of a band.
This was at Wasteland, right? 2019?
Yeah, 19, yes.
And that was my first year.
Yeah.
Funny enough, to interject really quick.
Yeah.
My first time I saw Arnocore was at Hood Slam, right before my first Wasteland.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And for
then
those
I
who
found
don't,
out that they're playing at Wasteland, I was like, holy shit, I saw them at Hood Slam. Awesome.
for those who don't know what Hood Slam is an adult age only pro wrestling. And they sometimes have bands there, such as Arnocore. Apparently, from what I've been noticing on the flyers and event pages, they're kind of regulars there now.
Yeah, they have a yearly event. It's called Get Your Ass to March.
Yes.
So they get your ass to Mars.
Yeah, and that's a good one. So so I'm at the bar at Radstack serving Bloody Marys, Captain's Limes, my Nutbuster drinks, whatever. And then all of a sudden, I see these guys in these, like, I couldn't get a good close look because I was kind of far back, so I didn't see what exactly they looked like. I just had, like, their silhouettes and color schemes. And I see them, and I'm like, this kind of looks like the Arnocore band. And then I knew for sure it was the Arnocore band when they started fucking talking. Because they kept it kayfabe. So I'm like, yeah, can I get one of these drinks? Yeah. Oh my! Oh, so they play awesome music and they stay in character off the fucking stage. These guys are fucking cool.
It's just full of energy.
So I served them some drinks and I chat with them for a little bit and it was a cool time. So I want to say the next year when I was going to nuclear winter. Not next year. It was like one of the years for nuclear winter. I was riding with no, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Because there's one other story before I have to get to that one. When I went to see them at Hoodslam.
Oh yeah.
I was me and
I was at that one, I believe.
yeah, we ran into you. Me, Figment, and our friend Dawn, who took us to Hoodslam because she also is familiar, wink wink, with Arnocorps. So we get there, and we're hanging out at the brewery next door, and we're chilling. I'm almost done with my big beer, and I was getting ready to head out to get a good spot by the ring so I can see the show pretty cool. And then all of a sudden, Dawn was like, "Oh, Arnocorp's here," and then she wants to go say hi to him. She brings him to the table and whatnot, and then one of them, I can't remember his name, but he's one of their guitar players, the one with the long hair.
There's I know a Creek Stroll.
Maybe. It was supposed to be his birthday that night.
Okay.
So, well, let me refresh this in case there's new comments going in. Usually that happens to me. Yeah, see, I was fucking right. No, never mind, I was wrong. If you guys want, feel free to chat up the fucking chat on the live videos, both YouTube and Facebook, so we can hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on what the fuck we're talking about. So we're getting introduced and whatnot, and I say, "Hi, I'm the Commodore," and then he's in character, so he grabs my arm, yanks me towards me, he's like, "Oh, so good to meet you," and pulls me in, and I actually knock down what's left of my beer, and the glass shatters.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, well, I guess I'll go to my ring, and then he breaks character for a sec. He's like, "I'm so sorry. I'll be right back."
Oh my god! I remember you telling me that at the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god! They got me like a beer.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, and then all of a sudden he gives me a whole fucking big beer, which I hope was the same beer as I was drinking, not like an IPA or something I don't like. But either way, exactly. I'm like, well, I guess I'm drinking with Arnocorps then. Fuck yeah. So that was my next experience with them. And of course, I saw them play live. They body surf the crowd while someone's on the surfer. And then, let's see. The nuclear winter where they played.
Oh, that was a good one. All right.
So, we're starting with mine.
Okay.
Just to refresh people's memories because they heard the story before. And then when I finish the story, I want to hear your side because he's involved with this story. So, I have to start it from
I love alcohol.
Yeah. I gotta. My buddy Logan just comments, heavy accents. So, this was probably the day before Arnocorps had to perform. We knew that they were playing, they were announced, so we got excited. So, I'm walking around because people are showing up, I'm saying hi to everybody. And next time, I just randomly decided to check my phone. I had 10 missed messages, 7 missed calls, and an ongoing call with Vex. Right then and there.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, I think someone's trying to reach out to me. I should answer this. Said, hey, and Figment was all, hey, Z-Rex and them wants to know if you can DJ right now because the band that was supposed to be playing had to cancel because one of them broke their foot and they're in the hospital, so they can't play.
They went a little hard on the dancing.
They did not party medium. I was not far from my camp, which my equipment was at, and I'm not far from the main stage where I'm camped at. So I was like, cool, I'll do it. So we gathered my equipment, we set it up, I DJ, no problem. After I'm done with my set for the next performer to show up, I go up to Z-Rex, and he was like, dude, thank you for doing that for unshort notice. I really appreciate that. And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's no problem, man. If you need me to do that again, just again let me know, and I'll be there. He was like, funny you should mention that. Because they haven't heard back from their other DJ that was supposed to play there the next day before Arnacore.
Mhm.
So I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I can do that. And so that next day happened. It's getting close to that time where that DJ should be there, maybe. So I'm like, maybe I should drop off my DJ equipment in advance, just in case they do need me. My shit's already there, and I can just do a quick setup and get going.
Side note, we got Uncle Bo watching.
Bah! Fuck you. And then, so Figment was with me. I told Figment, hey, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna drop my shit off.
Famous last words.
Yeah, the I'll be right back kind of shit.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
so
I don't remember what happened.
So I get to the backstage. I drop my shit off. All of a sudden, from the other side of the backstage, I hear Commodore, and I see Ninja with Arnacore, and he's like, "Get over here!" And so I'm like, "Okay." So I'm coming over here, and like, I'm getting introduced to the band and whatnot, and immediately I get handed a fucking stogie, and I can't remember which band member it was, but one of them came up to me like this. Listen, we have a very important favor from you. We have all this beer, and we need help drinking it. And I'm like, well, this is your first mistake. If you're asking the Commodore, the drinker worlds, to drink your beer, that beer will be gone, no problem. I can do that. So we're drinking beers, we're smoking cigars, we're taking photos and shit, and this guy's painting my face. And then after a while, it just like clicked, like, oh fuck, Figment is still waiting for me.
Yep.
So I sent Figment one of the photos, and I just put, I'm okay. And then I didn't even have to read the response because I was able to hear it from the other side of the stage. So basically saying, of fucking course.
I'm loud.
And then yeah, I got to meet some of the other bands. One that's from London, who is really rare to come during the States. So like that was really awesome. And then I remember you fucked off for a bit because you were painting other people's faces.
Yeah.
And then one of them handed me their flag, so I was going out to the front with their flag swinging around when they were coming out. And I just put it somewhere, and we just fucking rocked out to their fucking music. So, that's my story. Ninja, what's your story?
Damn awesome good time. So, I was currently messaging, I think, Graf and maybe Enzo, like, prior to the event, because they were asking me some questions about, like, entry and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Like, you just pull up to the location, like, here's the address to the Cronenberg, where they had nuclear waste at the Cronenberg rental location. So, I knew they were coming ahead of time, so I bought like, I want to say 7 or 8 cigars. One cigar to every member of the band. It's like a token of appreciation. Like,
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Here's some stogies.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So yeah, as soon as they showed up, I caught them after they got ready, and I was like, "Hey, Graf," and I gave him like a bag of stogies. I was like, "Hey, this is for every member of the band," and like he was so appreciative. He just like literally just started smoking.
Immediately like one.
Because he's ballsy.
Ballsy.
He can smoke his stogies wherever he wants. So anyways, so I got invited to hang out backstage, and I'll just chill with the band, meet some of the band members I didn't really get to talk to so much, because I knew Graf, I knew Enzo.
Yeah.
So I got to hang out with Creechtroll and some of the other members right there, and they're like, hey, Creechtroll's like, hey, we got some beers, please help us with these beers, they're not going to drink themselves.
So apparently you need to speak up a little bit, they can barely hear you.
Alright,
So yeah,
I'll
get
try to
loud.
drunkenly louder.
Get loud right there.
Mic up, Ninja. Yep.
Mic up, Ninja.
How about now? Is this better?
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, just lean into this mic.
I'm gonna lean into it, get a little closer.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. I'm hanging out with Graf, Creechtroll, Enzo, like some of the members of the band. They're setting up at the same time, while also like having some beers backstage. And they invite me back. They're like, hey, hey, we need help with some of these beers. And at that point, I just saw Commodore just walk backstage,
someone said beer, and I just show up.
I already know. Commodore likes beer.
I love beer. Yeah.
He likes stogies. So I was like, Commodore, come here.
Come here. Do it now.
So I literally just summoned him back there. And that's when he starts getting offered beer from like Crucial, like, hey, we need help drinking these beers.
Apparently, your buddy's like, well, thank God there's subtitles.
Hey, baby.
What?
Turn the volume up on the mic.
Or bring the mic in a little bit closer, maybe.
Maybe. Because from the test, it sounded pretty okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's try that.
See if that helps.
Okay.
Move my chair a little closer.
Yeah, let's get a little closer. A little intimate, you know?
Oh. It's that kind of show.
Usually.
Anyways, alright, so beers, stogies, backstage, Arnocore. Life is awesome. So at that point, we're drinking beers, we're handing out stogies to the band. It's just a fucking grand fucking time at that point.
Oh, yeah.
So they start getting ready. I go out into the crowd, and I have my camo makeup that I brought that I'm wearing right now.
Yes. The ones we're wearing on my face.
I'll be honest, I was pretty drunk, as I should be. And I was like, hey, you, are you ballsy? Are you ready for Arnocore? Let me do your makeup. So I started doing some Wastelanders makeup, and at that point, I do one person's makeup.
Oh, this one.
And people just start coming up to me like, hey, do my makeup too. Do my makeup as well. And eventually...
Didn't you get like Z-Rex too?
Yes, I did Z-Rex's makeup. Also, I did some tribe members that are also at Nuclear Winners makeup as well. And then someone comes up to me, and they're like, I didn't recognize them at first. But every person that was doing their makeup, I was like, hey, how's it going? What's your name? Are you having a good time? Are you ready for Arnocore?
Basically pump them up for the show.
I'm pumping them up. And Jared comes up to me.
The Jared.
Clean
ice.
He's like, hey, can you do my makeup? And so I started doing his makeup, and I was like, hey, what's your name? And he's like, Jared. And at that point, I'm like, the Jared. And he's like, yes.
Yeah.
The Jared. And I was like, oh shit, man, I didn't recognize him. Again, drunk. Also, he was, I'm not used to seeing him, not working.
Yeah. He doesn't have his microphone, but has his walkie-talkie and his headphones. And
Yeah. So he was just there to party and have a good time. So I started doing his makeup. He's having a great time. That's all she wrote from there. That band went on, and it was a fucking show.
It was a hell of a fucking show. I just remember, after the show, I ran into some of the band members later that night. We were over at Doc Schofield's. It was the guitar player dude that I mentioned was his birthday, and he broke my beer. I brought that up, too, and I said, he still felt bad for that. And then I remember one point, me and Carl and a couple other people conversationally cornered him because we were having a discussion about the landscape of how California works from NorCal to SoCal. He had an opinion, and everyone disagreed with it. And it got to a point he's literally cornering, and you can see him getting frustratedly panicking and shit. And I noticed it's let's just calm down. Let's calm down before he fucking does goes Terminator on us or some shit. Right. But yeah, hanging out with fucking Arnocore, that was pretty much the highlight of my fucking Nuclear Winter that year. So I thank you for that.
Oh, that's.
I knew once he got backstage, he got lost. I pulled up Pokemon Go on because we have this thing.
I had no idea about any.
Yeah, so he went back. I'm like, okay, I'll wait here. No problem. There's good reception there. Cool. And there's Pokemon Go stops. I'm playing Pokemon. I was like, okay. I start losing track of how long it's been. I'm like, shit. He fucked up. Then I get a message. I'm okay.
Fuck you, Logan.
Who was that?
My buddy Logan, the one that's Wasteland Curious.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wasteland Virgin?
Yes. But I've been talking to him.
Fucking go.
It's gonna be a little difficult since we both have the same job.
Yeah.
Because we both work at the same place.
Oh, well, like, just, like, don't work.
I mean, depending on, not to get into his personal shit, but, like, depending on if things go his way here soon, he might be out of that job. So he might be able to still go, and I could still go, and we're both happy in the end, in the desert, drinking.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
And that's where you heard the, of fucking course!
Yeah.
And this was above whatever music was playing.
Yeah, like I didn't, I still get the message, but again, I didn't have to read it. I knew what it said. I heard it, like verbally.
Yeah, I have outstreamed Arco Arena. I have outstreamed quite a few, well, one at least a couple of times. I am loud.
Your thing miles away.
At WrestleMania 31, I haven't checked 41 yet.
Call out 6. He's like, go ahead, bro.
But yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, oh yes. But yeah, fucking. I hopefully Encore plays again in Wasteland. I was kind of hoping they were going to do it again for the 15th anniversary, but I don't know. Nothing is heard yet, so Encore, what's your ability?
Get your asses back to the desert.
Yeah. Because, like, I think they're still filling in applications for performers. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. So, yeah, because, which reminds me, they already announced a few bands already.
I know Dead Animal Assembly Plan is returning.
Yes.
And they're usually a every other year band. So,
yeah.
They played last year, so I'm amazed that they're I guess it's because it's the 15th year.
Yep. Especially every other year band, V2A is going to be there.
Oh, I love them. They're awesome.
And I play a lot of V2A at the goth clubs I play because they're like very goth industrial-esque EBM. And I had to miss their last show they were at Wasteland Weekend because I was I missed it, but I didn't miss it because here's the thing: I was doing a Ghoul Crest takeover at the Rabbit Rad Stack, so I was busy during the time they were up on stage playing. However, the Rabbit Rad Stack is right next to the stage, so while I'm serving drinks, I'm hearing them play. In a way, I kind of did the same thing when the last time Encore did play there too, when they had the hecklecopter coming from the back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Usually, they got to get to the chopper, but that time, the chopper came to them.
Yeah. Yeah. How the turntables.
For those that don't know, there's a helicopter at Wasteland that is a stealable object.
The hecklecopter.
Yes, the hecklecopter.
Caw, motherfucker. Yeah, it's basically the hollow shell of once was a helicopter. Like the spinny thing is basically a ceiling fan.
I love that thing.
At least the first year it was. I'm not sure if it's still fucking on that thing. It might have got broken off or some shit. Because one of the things you do when you see the helicopter, you vandalize the shit out of it.
That thing gets a fresh print of paint every year and then fresh tags.
Yep. I remember when I helped Hatter steal it for his him and his girlfriend's anniversary thing. I tagged Wasteland Talk on top, and I tagged the Ghoul Crest logo on the side.
Oh yeah, I saw that on there.
Yeah, nice. It was like all in gold spray. I'm like, we just have gold. That's not gonna be very visible in the sun, but all right. But in certain camera shots, you actually do see it when someone didn't cover it over.
Damn it.
What?
So, Stitches?
Yes.
The hecklecopter is not stealable anymore. You can ask Coach why, but it's gonna be wrapped.
Okay.
Oh, so there's a good reason why it's not stealable.
Or maybe quest related. We'll see. Yeah.
Maybe. Because at some point I wanted to put together like a first year or like, hey, if you've never been able to get people together to steal a hecklecopter.
All right, enjoy your pizza.
We're gonna get people here at this time because I know Rue is able to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when we were stealing it, you were working.
Yes, I was.
Like you literally saw us stealing it, and you're like, "What are you guys doing?" And I'm like,
I forgot.
I'm like, look away, babe. You don't want to see what's happening. But yeah, fucking So yeah, like we got V2A officially. They're actually not officially. I just know that they're going to be there because they're.
I think they're on the performers lineup, right?
Not officially yet, but the only reason I know because they plan on doing their American tour there. Every year they do the American tour. Wasteland Weekend's the last stop.
Fitting, very fitting.
And obviously they announce Attack. Go figure. They're always there, but that's tradition at this point. That's one of the reasons why I don't DJ on Fridays anymore. So I can go see Attack, and V2A usually plays either after or before them, so that gives me the opportunity to also see V2A. Oh, you have the list up?
Oh, right on.
Chris goes, tried a new pizza wagon for dinner tonight myself. It's called Scorched. Highly recommended. Good stuff. They're on DoorDash.
Pizza time.
Everyone's getting fucking pizza.
So, if this is accurate, the following list is from 2024.
Yeah,
So that means
we need 2025.
Yeah.
And so far, I with the performers, me as a DJ out there, I'm talking with my usual go-to camps that are going to be there this year to see if it's always good to ask to make sure it's something they came up with. In case I'll be DJing for them, just don't know when. Hopefully it's the usual same bad time, same bad channel because I usually do their nights on Thursdays. But one I do have confirmed, day and time, is Dawn Patrol's Dawn Apocalypse Lounge.
Is that the same one that was at? That's the same.
The Hootenanny.
Yeah, the Hootenanny, right?
Yeah, because they got approved for the theme zone and such. So one thing me and Motopunk talked to each other like, if he got the theme zone, I will DJ for him. He got the theme zone, so we discussed dates. So I'm going to be his kickoff night for Wednesday at 9 p.m. I don't know where the fuck Dawn Patrol is. I just know it's in the theme area. So once I get more details of location and shit, I'll put it up on the schedule.
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, so anyway, so spoiler alerts, if you've never seen the Dawn Patrol camp, they are a really nice camp, and it's going to be their first year in the theme zone. I highly recommend checking them out.
Oh yeah, that place is good.
So yeah, so if I can, usually my go-to camps are like Rabbit Asylum. I do my new metal night there.
Hey, shout out to Zero.
Zero, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Okay,
One of my favorite locations to hang out at.
Oh fuck yeah! Like I feel right at home in a Wasteland community.
So I pulled up their Facebook page.
All right.
So let's see, they're bringing back the Fallout Friday formal.
Nice.
So the swing dancing by the main stage.
Oh, right on. Yeah, that happened last year, right?
I know there was like a tutorial thing, so it happened like right after the wrestling.
Right. Let's see. Attack will be there Friday.
Yes.
Mega Bosch.
Yeah.
Don't know them. Let's see.
Mm.
And by Wednesday.
All right.
Let's see.
Ducky, is that one band we were talking about earlier going to be there?
I'm hoping X-Team is going to be there.
Who?
X-Team and the Reckless Hearts, yeah.
Reckless Hearts? Well, it's that like that all chick band with all the colored hair. Yeah. For those who are not familiar with the name, but you'll definitely see them perform because they play one hell of a fucking show.
They are one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, you were just listening to them earlier.
Militia Vox is going to be there.
That's a good one.
Right on.
Let's see. Dead Animal Assembly Plant.
There it. Yeah.
Hell yes.
Stitch goes, Dawn Patrol is amazing.
Jason Charles
Thomas goes, definitely hyped for first year. What?
Jason Charles Miller.
Oh, yeah, he's that Wasteland Country guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Escape from the Zoo.
Yep, I'm familiar with him.
And yeah, V2A.
Oh, V2A did get official.
Yes.
Oh, and we got Graf commenting.
Yes.
Hey, goddamn heroes. We were invited to perform this year, but we were unable to due to scheduling conflicts
Aw.
and all these things. Perhaps 2026. Yeah.
Hope to see you guys next year.
Yeah, please be there. Or at the very least, talk to Z-Rex again for the next Nuclear Winter, because I really want to see your guys fucking play again, because, like...
Wastelanders love you.
Yeah, Wastelanders love you. And unfortunately, I cannot make it to the 19th, because I'll be performing myself here locally.
So, Chris is saying, also I feel I should address Commodore's comment about my name. Google Ted Bundy aliases. I'm not joking. This is my legal name.
Yes. Because he had a huge laugh at my birthday roast when someone named all my nicknames.
You got more aliases
than
than
Ted Bundy. Yes.
I fucking blew up laughing.
He
when I
laughed.
heard that. That was
He
a good
laughed.
roast.
He laughed real hard, but for different reasons because of his name. And he pointed that out later, and I'm like, he's like, why don't you Google Ted Bundy's aliases? And I see it really top 3 on the list.
It's like, oh shit.
I'm like, is there something you're not telling us? I gave him another alias name that was on the list.
No, we just stay on his good side. We'll be fine.
Well, thank you, Graf, for addressing the your band's situation for this year's Wasteland Weekend. And again, I do hope you guys can perform in Wasteland Weekend 2026. If not, also the Nuclear Winter that Uncle Zeke's runs.
Yeah. And if you guys need another Krampus for another Krampus night coming up, I'll be Krampus again for you. So a little quick story time on that. Graf hit me up one day and he's like, "Hey, you do outfits, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "Do you want to be Krampus for one of our shows?" I didn't have a Krampus outfit. Son of a bitch, I'm in. It was 10 days away.
I'll figure it out. We'll do it live.
I literally ordered the outfit the same day, made it, weathered it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be fucking Krampus.
Hell yeah.
So usually they have Alternative Tentacles has a Krampus night. I think maybe once a year. And they asked me to be Krampus for one of their shows, and
Hell yeah.
got to be Krampus, and it was awesome.
And again, also, Graf, if you're still watching this, and then every time you're at a show, doing a show, and I'm there, please find me. I will, again, help you drink beer.
Yeah, asking you, hey, do you want to drink a beer is like asking me, hey, want to go watch wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, off topic, I'm looking forward to, I think wrestling is going to be back for the 15 year.
Yep. Wasteland Takedown Federation, WTF.
Hell yeah.
That is an awesome abbreviation for that.
Oh, yeah.
One of my main reasons for going now.
I wanted to, originally when he was pitching the idea to me, I tried talking if he could call it just WWW. Wasteland Weekend Wrestling.
Add an extra W to Wasteland Weekend. That's awesome.
But no, they went for WTF, and that's
I like it.
pretty funny. So I'm down for it still. But yeah, from what it sounds like, we are still going to be having wrestling still there. If things go according to plan, I might have another Wasteland Talk episode next weekend with the guy behind the WTF, so we can talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah, it's super awesome. Last year, I think it was the first time that
Yep.
they had it.
It was our first year.
Unfortunately, I only caught the tail end of it, but what I did catch, it was awesome, and I can't wait for them to come back. And I know that they were very much loved. Their performances were very good.
Oh yeah, literally, it was 2 days. On the second day, people were starting to bring signs and shit. They brought signs for some of the wrestlers that were there, so they're like, "Oh, we're fans. We're there. I love so and so." And then one of the funniest one was a sign that says "WTF is greater than AEW."
And I'm like, aww.
Little fighting words.
Hey,
I'm like, I found my people.
Almost done with this.
yes, same.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have backup. Well, do you have backup? What was
I
that?
did not. I only brought 2.
Or maybe we can do a pass along with this one for still feeling smoky. Maybe, I don't know.
We'll see. There's still plenty of beer.
There's a lot of beer. I made sure of that. I bought the big pack.
Please don't make me anymore. Yeah, wait till you see my leg later.
All right.
We cannot do cowbell with the cat around.
Well, I have to do cowbell. It's a part of the show.
Yes, then
He needs to fuck off.
yes. I am okay with that.
The cat's not part of the show. You are.
I don't like bleeding from inside my thighs. From claws like that.
Like that? Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give it that one.
So, what are y'all drinking?
Right now, we got Michelob Ultras.
Yeah, we have Michelob's and 805, so a combination of both.
Yeah.
Chris is like, gotta have more cowbell.
See?
Yeah, but
See, now he's curious.
Ooh.
see, here's the thing.
I did it lightly for you.
This cat, I was vacuuming earlier. I vacuumed pretty close to him. He gave no fucks.
That's
Fireworks
amazing,
going
considering
off
cats
last night.
usually hate vacuum cleaners.
I said,
Right?
I vacuumed like this close to him. He's just like, okay. Fireworks going off last night. No problem. Cowbell.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, cowbell is apparently where he draws the line. Alright, we got a message from Stitches. There is such a half crowd in front of the ring that I couldn't get by. I was driving and had to turn the rig around in front of the Radstag. It was 85-point turn.
Oh, God.
Oh shit.
With that vehicle, yeah, that's kind of a bitch. And we got Tyler Lage going,
Oh, that's
not mixed together, of cause.
He's been
Also
talking
found
about
Cracker
it.
Jack whiskey while I will bring to Wasteland Weekend. Sweet.
He's also
Oh,
been
hell
hooked on rum chata and Lego waffle moonshine.
Ooh, I love rum chata.
Lego.
I'm curious about this waffle moonshine.
What is that called again?
Lego.
waffle.
Wait, Lego or Eggo? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's a copy, a spell check that on it.
Yeah. Eggo waffle moonshine. I've seen it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a
I'm
bitch,
in. I'm in.
Huge. A huge crowd. Yeah.
Huge.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because my second shift for volunteering at medical, I couldn't get my Thursday morning shift, which works because that means I can kind of have a chill morning. But I have an evening shift, and I talked to Sawbones about it. I'm like, hey, wrestling's gonna be going on during that time frame, and I'm not missing that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll just send you over as medical.
Yeah, so it's a matter of because our first year we were Thursday and Friday, so hopefully that'll be the same case. And if it's just one day, hopefully it's just Thursday. So this one can be our medical staff.
Yeah, I can work it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, right on.
But yeah, and hopefully I can still save up enough money to buy the new speakers that I need, because the speakers I had, they worked, but it could have been better, because they weren't the best quality of speakers. But so I definitely want to get better quality so that it has better oomph in the audio, especially when the commentators like myself are constantly talking and yelling about the match.
That's right. You're going to be commentating for the wrestling, right?
Yeah, I am the co-commentator of WTF, and I'm also the DJ. So I play the music while people are getting ready, and I play their intro musics.
That is so fitting for you.
Yeah, which is kind of funny because the other co-commentator that we had, he's supposed to be the comical one, and I'm supposed to be the play-by-play. So I'm supposed to be Jim Ross, and he's supposed to be Jerry King. But our personalities are very similar, so it's basically Jerry King, or you put Jerry King and Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Or
Two
Pat,
Jerry Kings.
or Pat McAfee and Taz.
Oh,
Back down.
That's awesome.
And we got Tyler going, it gets sold out fast. It's most placed, but I got a full jar to share. Good, because I would like to partake in this moonshine of yours.
I think we can find it at Total Wine or
Maybe,
I don't know.
but it's best to have it at Wasteland, especially when it's more this unique.
True.
And then Atomisk, I hope I'm pronouncing this right.
Yeah, you're.
Okay. I should be back in Cali for that.
Yeah, he's going to be one of our new members of our tribe. They currently got him out for work out in Virginia for a couple weeks, but hey, make that money.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of East Coast Wastelanders out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, worldwide.
Yeah, definitely worldwide.
Very impressive.
Which reminds me, I overheard that we got some people from Japan coming back this year.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Like, remember? I'm not sure if you remember the tribe of the Rising Sun.
I do not. Tell me.
It is a tribe that was attached to Hobo Junction, Hatter's tribe. That they're a group of people who are all from Japan, and they only speak Japanese.
Awesome.
So they had a terrible translator.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Was it like on purpose?
Yes.
Oh.
For the old time Wastelanders, you remember a infamous name, Fuji,
Oh God.
as
As moderator.
a moderator. I just remember like one of the reasons why we don't at least me and Goldcrest don't like him is because some of us Wastelanders are fucking weeboos, so we understand a good portion of Japanese. So he was going around in Goldcrest telling the Rising Sun people in Japanese that it's his club, he runs it. So we were like, well, you're a fucking little prick, aren't you? Well, guess what? Let me see your tie. Snip.
Bye.
Bye, bitch.
Don't underestimate Wastelanders' nerdom.
Right?
Seriously.
Right?
I'll admit, some of the conversations I've had out at Wasteland, you try to put those conversations anywhere in like real world situations, you're gonna get stared at very hard for a while.
We got Commander Bacon watching, going, bah, fuck you.
Commander Bacon.
And your tribe's
Go ahead.
your tribe is basically helping the Wasteland Curious one, Logan, of like what you do for Craft Day.
Oh, that's right. I believe I did mention that.
Yeah, so he was like Craft Day. So we got Tyler going. Trash Try has a monthly Craft Day meetup leading up to Wasteland, and then Thomas Ninja hosts Wasteland Crafting Day once a month.
Yeah, so it's for Wasteland and it's for our Trash Tribe and friends.
Okay.
So basically, if you're local, hit me up. You can come over to my house. It's once a month. We're having our next one next weekend on the 12th.
Okay.
It's the day after the Wastelanders meetup. We have a NorCal Wastelanders meetup at Mad Oak once a month.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't even hear about that one. What the fuck?
So
I guess
it's usually reposted in the NorCal Wastelanders group.
I never
But,
see it, so maybe they blocked me, or maybe I'm not cool enough to go. I guess.
We'll make sure you get it. It's on Fridays.
Hey,
Friday.
conveniently, I'm off on Friday.
So I have to make this happen. Anyways,
we'll talk later.
So once a month at Mad Oak, and it's the second Friday of every month. We have a Wastelanders meetup, and it's just Wastelanders show up. You can wear your gear. You don't have to, and it's just a bunch of Wastelanders drinking at a bar.
Okay.
Yeah, and we usually have that about 8 o'clock. And I'm having my craft day is the Saturday after, so it's the next day, and I run it at my house, and it's
So Bay Area.
bring your gear. And we just craft in my backyard, make a mess, and usually drink alcohol and watch Wasteland videos.
So Logan pointed this out. He brews mead.
Ooh, I love mead.
And well, we all do. But so one of the things he really wants to try to do for if he goes to Wasteland is bring his mead.
Right? Oh, right
and
on.
I even told him that the Sunken Norwegian does mead competitions, and once or twice,
love that place.
And once or twice, I've been a judge for it. Not knowing that I was judging mead. Oh, so you haven't heard the story?
Oh yeah, can you please hold on. Beer, please.
Yes.
Story time.
Yes. Hand me two, also.
Your drink looks defective. It has a leak.
Yes. So this was probably, I want to say 23. Yeah, 2023. I ran to a couple of the Sunken Norwegians, and they're like, "Hey, Commodore, we want to ask you something. We're doing here's what I heard, a meat competition, and we want you to be a judge." In my head, I'm like, "Oh fuck meat," because I know Wastelanders they like to make a lot of exotic meats and season in really interesting ways. So, thank you, Beer Winch.
He likes frosting.
So, that day, I saved up my appetite. Because I didn't know how much meat I was going to go through. Hold on.
Well, I hope you were thirsty also.
He likes frosting.
Alright. Hold this.
Gotcha.
It's too short for me. So, I'm all excited to figure out what. Oh, is it going to bring bratwurst, some steak, some type of ribs, or some pulled pork, or some shit?
He was thinking, nom nom nom.
Yeah. So I get there. I see over 50 bottles of mead. Duh.
So, hold on. This needs to be prefaced with, he went in starving.
And now I have to
Empty
drink mead.
Stomach.
I have to drink all this mead. So when I
What
realized
could go wrong?
when realization happened, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be one of those days.
Yep.
So I was actually fine. A lot of the meads there were actually pretty good. Some weird ones. Only one mead that I had to spit out because no.
Yes.
Ugh.
Maybe a little bit of his.
And I was gonna judge. I was supposed to judge a couple of things last year. I was supposed to judge the mead competition again, and I was also supposed to judge the apocalyptics like Uncle Zeke.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, their schedules are roughly on the same time as WTF, so I had to miss it. Because wrestling, and I'm going to be a commentator.
That's one thing about Wasteland. Unfortunately, you can't do everything.
It's literally a choose-your-own experience.
Oh, yeah.
So much things going on.
It is
at
literally
all hours of
impossible
the
to
day.
experience everything all at once.
Oh, yeah. So that's why it's.
Oh, we got Motopoke watching. Hey, Motopoke, we were just talking about your tribe being in the theme zone this year.
Looking forward to Dawn Patrol.
And I announced that I'll be DJing for you as a kickoff on Wednesday at 9 o'clock.
I look forward to all the.
Ah!
Please don't go.
That's almost done.
I look forward to all
I can still smoke it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
All the crafting stuff is what I like doing. Because I'm not big into lore.
I put this. Ooh, oh, it's upside down now.
Luckily, Wasteland has something for everybody.
Yeah. So, like, we've gone over this on the show where, like, Hatter, he loves lore. Like, that's his thing.
Yeah.
Commodore, mid-level.
Yeah, I'll get involved if need be.
I've been burned.
Sometimes the Lord just finds you.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
For me, I tried getting into lore, got burned. I'm like, cool, I'm not doing this anymore. It's the tism.
Yeah.
So my brain goes, cool, I'm gonna find all the crafting stuff. Like, hey, show up and learn how to do embroidery. Show up and do like bone crafting. Like that stuff. And I'm like, I am down for this. Like at the Hootenanny, there was the ice dyeing.
That looks so cool, by the way.
I just bought, like right before the show started, I bought some dye to do ice dyeing.
So from Logan's comment, it says that with things at the moment, he might not be able to make it Wasteland Weekend this year. However, Logan, there's a shit ton of NorCal events you could easily put your foot in to get your feet dirty.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Yeah, like we have Buzzers Patch, we have the Hootenanny, we have we have Nucleol, we have the Wasteland Theme Night at Club Absolution, which is next weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
It's on Sundays.
I need to find it.
Yeah.
And any other like NorCal Wasteland. There's a lot of the NorCal.
There used to be Karen's Transients, but I think they combined it with Hootenanny.
Yeah, and I also know there's also the Summer Solstice from Pickleback Ranch, but they're still, I guess, repairing shit after the fire from last year.
Yeah. Yeah, it was back when California was turning into Mordor.
Yeah, right.
So Logan's like, invite me, fucker.
Fine, I will then. I love you.
Again, fucking go.
It's legit one of those things where if you've never been, like, before my first year, I listened to these two talk of the event, like, for about a
Season
year,
1 of
over a year.
Wasteland Talk.
Yeah. So I'm going in, like, okay, I kind of know what to expect. here's what I'm worried about. But overall, I should have a good time. Get there.
Oh. I'll miss this going to Hootenanny.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he got his ticket as well. It's going to be a good time.
The Commodore VIP tour, where he's trying to show me around, and damn near every camp we stop at, or every camp we walk past, someone comes out, oh shit, Commodore! Come here, fucker! I missed you! I'm like...
Or just like, hey, you're the guy from that talk show over the pandemic. You're a fucking... Thank you so much for doing that. You helped me get through a lot of shit. Here, I have something for you.
Yeah.
And again, I don't expect gifts from anybody, but I always appreciate them, and I always accept them, because it's a gift, it's from the heart.
Yeah, even I got stuff. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, because you got recognized just by hearing your voice.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few people.
And I'm like, wait, aren't you Figment?
Yes.
Figment of everyone's imagination.
Yeah, see? I'm right here.
Yeah. Figment's right here.
Yay!
As Sebastian's getting head scratches right now. He's like, oh, grim me.
You are not Salem.
He acts like Salem, though. Because, again, he doesn't know how to cat.
He doesn't.
Dude has no cat balance.
No?
He's
No.
got his little cat tower, and he falls asleep and falls off.
He does that anywhere. Like, he does it when he sleeps on top of the fucking couch,
He
on
slept on
us,
me and fallen off.
on the bed.
That's pretty adorable.
I make the joke that sometimes my brother is possessing him, because he was my brother's cat. My brother passed away back in October. We adopted him. Sometimes when he's acting a little bit too humanish, I'm like, okay, Jeff, get out of Sebastian. I know you want to come back to the real world, but find someone else to possess.
Yeah, trust me. If he does shit like that, and Sebastian just has a long meow, I'm just expecting just Jeff saying, "Bitch."
Yep. That's where.
And speaking of Hootenanny from earlier, Gina's now watching.
Hey,
Oh, Gina.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, fuck
You
you.
are very awesome, man. Fuck you.
this time I plan on coming up and seeing your cat's place.
Yes.
I did not get to do that last time.
I got to meet the doggos and the snake.
Oh yeah, I met the snake, I believe, and the doggos. Gina was basically walking those all over the place.
I do not want to meet the snake.
No.
It was a very adorable
Figment
doodle.
Figment is not a milk rope person.
Nope, nope.
Murder Spagurter.
Murder Spagurter.
Because here's the thing. Because of pro wrestling, I have a severe snake phobia.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Exactly.
I was gonna guess that, but I didn't know the context.
No,
Oh yeah, exactly.
like the name alone just tells you all about it.
He took a giant snake after matches and dumped it on people.
Oh, one bit Macho Man.
Yeah, I was like 6, 7.
And didn't during Macho Man's wedding he brought like an actual fucking cobra?
They were all actual cobras. Yes.
The one that like, if you bite you will die.
Well, no, okay, they were all devenomized, defanged.
Oh yeah, of course, but like kayfabe. You gotta keep it kayfabe.
But that man is the reason, like, we had a whole thing, completely non-Wasteland related story, but, our neighbor's cat was outside, had caught, I'm like walking by, what looked like
A lizard.
a worm.
Or a worm, okay.
Like,
Give you a size preference.
I go to,
Little boy.
Little boy, really thin.
I go, because I'm like, okay, good job. And then I notice what it is.
Oh, they're scales.
I let out an ear-piercing scream, jump up on the fence on the gate outside.
Mind you,
I'm clinging.
the scream was so loud, I heard it and I thought something terrible happened, so I come bolting out.
I'm yelling, Daddy! Help! Help! The neighbors, quite a few of the neighbors come out. I'm like, what the fuck? Rupee has a snake. Rupee has a snake.
And I'm like, oh, snake, this little guy? I picked it up and I'm like, this guy?
Yes, get it the fuck away from me.
Swinging it around like an asshole. And I'm like, okay. Toss. It's gone now.
This was a cute little boot noodle.
It's gone now.
Oh, if I'd seen a picture of it, thank you. Pictures? Fine.
Yeah.
Smells God, what's its name? Marshmallow?
Yeah.
There's a little bitty snake that like climbs in the little um that's a sandpit turtle, and he kind of pops it up like that is adorable. Do I think it could still kill me if it wanted to? Absolutely. Anything bigger than that, like Emery's got a snake.
Yeah.
I'm standing on one side. He comes out trying to hide it from me. I'm like, you have the snake out, don't you? Yep. I'm gonna run over this way. Nope. And run, I absolutely fucking did. I do not fuck with snakes.
He has a pretty snake though. It's very pretty, like shiny scales and shit.
I can appreciate it. Pretty. But does it? If it wants to kill me, it will. Even if it's the size of my fucking pinky, it will bite me and kill me. Do I feel like I've got enough friends with snakes? Could I do exposure therapy? Yes. Am
A little bit.
To? Fuck no. God no. I'll lose a foot before I do that.
So yeah, so we actually have some upcoming Wasteland events I should probably announce. Obviously,
Yes.
I mentioned the Wasteland theme night at Club Absolution. That is the Sacramento goth club. That's every Sunday night. We'll have a guest DJ. He's not really much of a Wastelander, but he appreciates the Wasteland community, so he's going to do his best to dress up in theme.
So he's Wasteland curious.
Yeah, he's Wasteland curious.
Yeah.
So we'll have that, and a bunch of, we do it every year. A bunch of Wastelanders will come out. It's a good opportunity for them to test out either their new outfits, their new piece, making sure that their outfit still fits properly over the year. And then, so we have that. And then, I want to say in a couple weeks after that, this month, there's the Buzzers Patch, which is in the Bumfuck Mountain of Northern California, where the red dirt is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, a new type of dirt.
I want to go up and
It's that red dirt.
Kitty.
Oh, it's that red dirt.
They've been doing their event for
A while now.
For a while now, right?
Yeah.
I still haven't checked that out. I'm on the fence for this year.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
I wanted to go, but with under my financial circumstances and the new job, I had to bow out on this one. Again, because I missed last year because of car troubles.
Yeah.
Which sucks as one, I was supposed to DJ up there, and two, I was supposed to take over Doc Schofield's bar.
Oh.
And I was going to make Bloody Marys.
That's awesome. I swear, Doc Schofield bar, he's at all the events. Like, all the
Yeah.
satellite events. If it's in California, Doc Schofield and his camp is there.
Hell, I think he actually was at Detonation, too.
Yeah, he was.
That's one I haven't done yet, but
Me neither.
I am curious.
Yeah, it's really fun from what I heard. I haven't seen a lot of videos of it yet. Maybe like one or two, but like they're like minor stuff.
Yeah.
Like what I told you earlier before we were on the show, it's basically like you can set up your camp with a hard structure and whatnot, and it can stay there over the year. And the next year you come back, you could just go back to it and touch it up and do it.
If I remember correctly, I believe I was told that WCC has a year, like ran by the Swede.
Yeah.
Has a year-round structure there.
Yeah. Because like again, it's like in Arizona, which is also stones from the SoCal area, so a lot of SoCal people go to it.
Yeah.
And I believe the Swede is in the SoCal area. From my understanding, I could be way fucking wrong. But if he has a hard structure, like it'd be nice if he can do I'm not sure if he does or not, a Wasteland radio and Detonation.
I mean, probably. They got the equipment.
Here's something I'll say.
And Wesley's back.
I wish
Hello, welcome back.
that they could do, like, put out some of the audio from Wasteland Radio.
Yeah.
Like, you've gotten some of it recorded.
Yeah, I believe Tyler gifted me one.
Yep.
Yeah,
A cassette tape of a recorded Wasteland Radio, and that was like one of my favorite gifts because like I always want Wasteland Radio to be all year round, like an online radio thing. It could be like just a recording of the previous Wasteland or not, but they don't do it. So the fact that I have a little cassette tape to listen to like a little bit of what Wasteland Radio is.
Yeah, so from my understanding is that Wasteland Radio, they want it to be like on site, like the only way you're going to experience it is being there on purposes. So that's why they don't like record it and save it and like post it on the internet and stuff like that. However, one of our tribe mates, Scrat, is probably watching right now.
Yeah, Tyler.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, Tyler? one year he asked permission. He's like, "Hey, can I record these on cassette tapes
Yeah.
and like give them out as barter?" And they're like, "Yeah, absolutely."
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And I have some myself, and it's just really cool because it's just like the segment in time of just recording of like, "Hey, this is this year of Wasteland."
Yeah, what they were again.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I wish they could at least record what they do of that year. So for people who did miss that year, or is curious of what it's like for those who've never been, they can get an idea of what they missed for that year.
And honestly, it's super cool. Like with the effort that they put in it, like you hear Diamond City Radio from Fallout.
Yep.
You hear
A lot of metal.
Yeah, a lot of thematic metal.
And then some the commercials. I love the fucking commercials.
Yeah, they have
Like-
the Martyrtown one.
Yeah.
Like, that's super cool.
Like fucking Dr. Bones.
Yeah. T-Dog too, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Buttons is like, I'd pay for a tape with some Wasteland Radio. Scrat's like, also before I recorded on cassette tapes and distributed, the Sweet gave me his blessing. I record 5 tapes every day per year.
Yeah, it was very impressive.
I always welcome cassette tapes of Wasteland Radio. So if you want to donate to the Wasteland Talk show, we'll be happily accepted.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
There's also sort of thing too that is a little in joke with us and the Swede is that a lot of people think we're called Wasteland Radio.
Oh no, but
So I'm like, no. I don't want to get sued by the Swede. There's a trademark over there, and we have a trademark over here. No, Wasteland Talk, Wasteland Radio, different names, different titles, different ways of yes. And like we even brought it up during the Swede when the Swede was actually watching the episode, and he was like, "That's actually funny, but yeah, you're okay. I'm not gonna sue you."
So Scrat's like, if you want him, I have all the master tapes of the last 4 years.
I will take that.
We'll get you some cassette tapes.
Yeah, because I actually have cassette players, so like conveniently when you handed me this, I can actually play this.
You have yours, and then I actually have my 98 Rock tape player.
Yeah, you have your 98 Rock boombox thing,
Yeah.
which is basically the same thing of what I have, but I also have my vinyl record plays cassette tapes.
Yeah. Mine has the 98 Rock sticker on it.
Yeah.
yes, I have some of that ancient tech to play it.
Right.
In the before times.
The before
long, long
times.
ago.
Yeah.
Before even CDs.
Well, I'm just happy that this year we've got a Jackery, so we'll have power.
Oh, right on.
Solar power.
That is for Google Press or for your camp?
For us.
Okay.
For personal,
Right on.
for personal use.
At night, I want like hot cocoa and tea, and if I want to make fucking like.
I want a working phone.
Yeah. We have electronics. I've got a fucking scooter to charge.
I mean, I usually because the reception at Wasteland Weekend is shitty, so I don't even use it. Like, oh, what's going on Facebook? Do I have a message? No, I use it to help me tell what time it is.
Yeah, mine's absolutely.
It's
dog shit there.
it's my watch without having a watch.
Which reminds me, we need to look. For anyone watching, if you use walkie-talkies out at Wasteland, brand recommendations, any of that, because what we do is we've got basically like a whiteboard that whenever we leave, it's like, hey, headed over here.
Yeah.
Like if we need to meet back up, meet here this time, whatever.
Yeah. We're actually, I just learned about that recently, and that's very we're introducing that into our camp this way too, just because
Like a little.
usually with tribe members, it's always a tag thing, like you never really, when phones don't work properly, when you want to meet up with campmates and stuff, you're usually like, oh, you're heading back to camp because you're hungry, and then all of a sudden they're headed back to town because they just finished up, and it's like a constant back and forth thing. So having the whiteboard there, being like, hey, write important notes like, hey, blah blah blah, I'm gonna be here at this time.
Because usually instinctively or last resort we go back to camp. Maybe they're there, and if not, if we just missed them, we'll leave a note like, hey, I was here a moment ago. I'm gonna be heading over here for this event. And love you.
Yeah, just so we're like, hey, if we really need to get a hold of the other person, it's like, hey, I'm headed around here. Here's the next big event I'm going to.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
But I'm like, I want to look into walkie-talkies, so it's easier, like in theory.
Yeah, they do work pretty well. You just got, it's a 4-day event, so you got to make sure that they're charged.
Yeah,
1 year we did, we implemented like 4 walkie-talkies to our camp, and they did work. You just got to make sure you don't accidentally get on like the channels of like medical
Right.
and stuff like that, because mostly medical and event staff, they also use radios there too. So obviously, stay away from those channels. Don't you know?
I volunteer in medical. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never volunteered.
Neither have I. However, for anyone that is interested in volunteering, it's usually a pretty good gig.
And it's a good way to pay off your Wasteland ticket if you can't afford the triple-digit amount of the ticket.
Yeah, I believe it's usually like 16 hours of work. It could be more nowadays.
Yeah, it's usually 16 hours for the full of it. So basically, you do 8 hours a day. So you could actually work it off either beginning or the end or the middle, depending.
So it depends. It actually depends on what department you're volunteering in.
This is true.
So like Burn Watch, you do 8-hour shifts.
Okay, so when I first volunteered my first year in 2022,
I'm not sure if they can hear you, but
Yeah.
so yeah, for my first year it was I think 4-day shifts, so like 4-hour shifts.
Okay, so
4-hour shifts.
4 hours.
So that's basically 4 hours a day.
But I think
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, and then you get Sunday when
So they
basically you go home.
8 hours.
so. Yeah, last year they changed it to 8 hours.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
With medical, it's 2 8-hour shifts.
Yeah.
Because I get mine done Wednesday. Usually it's Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and I'm done.
Yeah.
This year my Thursday morning shift was already booked, so I have to go Thursday night.
Yeah. So this year will be both Wednesday and Thursday night.
Right. Which gives me a little bit more time in the morning. But then also that means I talk to Sabo and it's like, hey, I need to be over here, and he knows my obsession with wrestling, so he's like, we'll make it work.
Yeah, they have a bunch of volunteer shifts all around. Like, you can be a performer, you can be a war boy.
Yep.
A roamer throughout the event. You can work the gate.
Yep.
A lot of them are pretty.
The
pretty
information desk thing.
Yeah, information also.
Stuff at Command Center. I think even the fucking the merch table.
Yeah, that too.
Merch table, body shop.
Yeah. Which I really hope Body Shop will be again this year, because I would love to get some Viking braids.
Oh yeah, cosmetic mechanic is very awesome.
Oh yeah. Knocky mock. But yeah, the fucking every year I go to when Body Shop's there, I always try to go there and get my Viking braids because braiding hair in the desert really keeps it toned in.
If you have long hair, it
Do they braid beards? I don't really have one.
Maybe.
Actually,
Kind of bald.
Yeah.
I had an ex-boyfriend. We went on a Disney cruise to the Bahamas, and they braided his beard.
Well,
right on.
It's not Wasteland though.
No, but there's a lot of people who braid.
Yeah. So again, like if anything, that might be something you might want to ask in advance, and then especially when they make a post like, "Hey, Body Shop will be there this year." Like, say, "Hey, do you have anyone at the moment who can do beard braiding?" And if they do, try to get there early and set up an appointment.
Yeah.
And of course, have something to barter
They do awesome
because they take barter.
They also do henna sometimes, and I've gotten that done. Side note: if you ever try to get henna done on your head, make sure you are like freshly clean shaven. Pulling henna out of your hair is even like short hair. That was an experience.
It always looks pretty cool though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is.
So yeah, so if you try to do that again, I recommend the zero shave.
I'm picking it.
Yeah. All right.
So hey, the 15-year anniversary is coming up. Is there anything that you're looking forward to in this particular for the 15-year that
like? There's still probably plenty of time for announcements for this shit, but like usually when they do anniversary or some special occasional year, they'll bring in a really special guest to the event. Usually like an actor from one of the Mad Max movies.
Yeah, I'm wondering like what kind of surprise guest they may have this year, because I know like one year they had
Nathan Jones back.
Yeah, they had Nathan Jones.
Yeah, that was in 18, and then in 16 they had the guy who played the Almighty Wes.
Yeah, and then last year they had two. They had fucking McLovin.
Yeah, McLovin.
Yeah,
Because they were filming the that work series that's happening with
And
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
From
Oh, he
Harry
was.
Potter.
Yeah, he was actually there too. I know McLovin was there. I didn't know Daniel Radcliffe was there too.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they were both filming. I believe right before the event, they were using the set pieces as like a backdrop for their show.
Because I also know in 2014 they filmed stuff from Wasteland Weekend for the Wasteland 2 video game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like the Desert Rangers and shit.
Huh.
And then they also filmed for Dracula.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Are you familiar with Dracula?
Rob Zombie?
No.
Please tell me.
So, Dracula is like RuPaul's Drag Race, but for horror-themed drag performers.
That's pretty far away from Rob Zombie, but okay.
So I say that performers because unlike RuPaul, they do non-binary drag performers, drag kings, etc. Like the whole umbrella, the whole experience. And in season 2, during near the finale of their last season, they went to Wasteland Weekend. But also, Boulet Brothers, the host of the show, they tend to go to Wasteland Weekend every now and then, just either in drag form or just as themselves. So that's how they got the connection.
Yeah.
Right on.
And there's a story behind that for me.
Yep.
So,
Side note. So before we
Alright.
get into it,
Yeah. Stitches.
Stitches, like they're doing a Wasteland Museum this year on site.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah, we were talking about that, yeah.
So I should probably plug that in real quick. So so this year they have for the 15th anniversary, there's going to be something called the Wasteland Museum. So if you fellow Wastelanders who've been there for ages, or even recently had a big impactful thing that happened to you that year, they are taking donations, items, etc., to put into the museum. You will get it back at the end of the event. Just go back and pick it up. It could be anything, like something that basically stands out, like, oh, this was a big thing for Wasteland. Like, for example, myself, if I were to donate something for the museum, it will be this piece right here. This is part of the ship that was the D's, that was a good majority of the early ages of Wasteland Weekend. And not only that, this is an actual piece of the D's ship that was actually from the Waterworld movie. It's that D's ship.
Yeah,
So-
now, that ship hasn't been there in a while, but they used to have one of the ships from
Yeah,
Waterworld
that's where
there.
they did the swimsuit competition. Before that, it was the wet t-shirt competition. And that's also, they had an area called, before they started doing a lot of DJs in the main stage area, they had an area called the Pit. And the DJs will DJ on the D's, and there's this big fire pit with a sign on fire that says Pit, and that's where they all dance around.
Oh, right on.
But they kind of took it away because, especially recently, there's been more of a W out there, so fire's not really the best of things out there.
Respect the W.
So yeah, so basically, like for me, if I chose to, I could bring this over to the museum because it's a very historic piece for not only Wasteland-esque films, but for the Wasteland Weekend events itself.
I think they may have a form to fill out where it's like, hey, here's what the piece is, here's what it means, and I think they'll let you know, like, hey, yeah, come on, bring it up, or we don't have space for that.
That's
Yeah.
like the Wasteland Smithsonian, right?
Yeah. Santa goes, the Whiskey Runners sign is returning to Wasteland from my backyard.
Whiskey Runners. Oh, I love you guys. I miss you guys.
Yeah, they're no longer thing. They're something else now.
You guys used to be my favorite camp. One of my favorite camps going there.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Mom and Pop. Love you guys.
Santa's one of my favorite people because he recognizes me as the tribal chief of the show, and I'm the one that runs this.
But he's also basically the troll viewer.
Absolutely.
You said troll?
Yeah, so basically he talks a lot of shit.
about him and Hatter.
Mostly, yeah.
Very fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, your story.
Oh yeah. So back to the Dracula thing.
Yes.
So yeah. So obviously I'm a fan of Dracula because it was only the one season. I was invested, so I was looking forward for the next season. I did not know what they were like because the season gets aired after Wasteland because they do it around the Halloween season.
Yeah.
So this was it was 2017. This is the first year where I'm officially a tribe member of the Ghoulcrest Hunting Club. So I am now instead of just being called Pistol Whip, which is my first Wasteland name, I am now the Commodore. So my first year, I was their doorman for that year, and I'm just checking ties, checking bottle caps to see if they have a story to tell. If they had a +1, they had to confirm it, yada yada yada. One night, a group of very feminized dudes came up to the door, asking, "Hey, can we want to get in? We want to get some drinks." So me, I do my job. Like, okay, cool. You have a Ghoulcrest tie. Do you at least have a bottle cap to tell a story so you can earn your tie? They don't have it. So I had to tell them, well, unfortunately, I can't let you in unless you want to participate in the bounty hunting, earn yourself a cap, tell us a good story of how you got your bounty hunt, and you can probably earn a tie.
Take notes.
Yeah, you were all official.
So they weren't, mind you, I have no idea who they are. So they couldn't really take no for an answer at that point, so they were trying to bribe me in like sexual favors and shit, trying to flirt with me.
Bribery works at Wasteland. Yes.
True. And as pansexual I am, I was still a tough cookie to crack. Because again, it was my first year. I want to get my job right. Because again, I didn't want to like, oh, you can't do that.
This back in 2015.
17.
17. Gotcha.
So and I could tell they're drunk, so they don't need another fucking drink, especially from us. So they wobble away, and that was the end of it for me. And then after Wasteland, I'm watching the Dragula series, and they get to the point where they're at Wasteland Weekend. I see them in their casual Wasteland outfit because they weren't in drag. Their drag was on the main stage, but I'm seeing them in their casual outfits, and I'm like, those are the people who are trying to suck my dick.
Now, hindsight being 2020, if you could go back in time and have known that that's who it was, what would you have changed?
That's hard. That's really hard. Because I either have to think for my Wasteland heart or think with my dick.
Isn't it kind of the same thing at Wasteland?
Sometimes.
And I would like to point out the fact that I asked that question of him. Like, most people like, your fiance is asking about you getting your dick sucked? Like, you get a chance from them? Fucking take it! It's like, if I'd have known, you'd be like, why didn't you?
Again, I did not know who they were.
Yeah, but again, had you known.
And again, I was just trying to do my job. I did not know if I was trying to like be a softie or some shit. And they get in, and then my tribe's like, "Who the fuck are these guys? Who let them in? You're fired."
At that point, I'd be like, "Hold on a second. My first time doing this. Can you like ride?"
Oh no, trust me. Because there's another story for that where that happened afterwards.
I know that story.
So the next night, it was me and the other door guy, Sticks. We were both working door for that next night, and Big Disco shows up. If you're aware who he is,
I'm not aware actually.
He's a little bit of a Wasteland royalty. He's morally well established in like fucking at the time the casino.
Last Chance?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the only one.
No. Yeah. They're razzle dazzle.
Yeah. So like there's him, and he also dances, DJs a lot of in Mushroom Cloud, a lot of like funk music and shit.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's been well established in the Wasteland community way before me. And what are you doing?
Oh, I'm refreshing YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. After this story, I got to take a small intermission.
Oh, it's all good.
You know why?
Oh yeah. So, he shows up. He is, of course, a Ghoulcrest member. He shows his tie. I'm like, cool, you can go in. And he's like, hey, I got like this group of people. There's for saying I want to show them a good time. Is it cool to let them in? Now, usually I'm like, we can allow +1, but he had like fucking 6 people.
You allow a +6?
So I told him like, I can allow like 1 person, but like 6, that might be a little too much. Even Styx is like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, I'll be right back. So he just struts into the Ghoulcrest, talks to one of the tribe heads at the time, Major.
Okay.
He's like talking to him. He points at us. He talks at him. Major nods, and he struts back. And he's like, okay, so Major said that you can accept a bribe from me to let these people in. So I'm like, okay, cool. So what do you got? He had these, basically these favor cards.
Okay.
There were like these old, like these not old, gold plated playing cards, you know, like Ace of Spades and shit.
Gotcha.
And he Sharpie writes it of like what the favor is. And I learned later if you have like a specific hand, like a royal flush or something, that gives you like a shit ton of casino caps or
You can
something.
earn multiple.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, and I have multiple because that's another story. So he spreads them out. And he's like, you know, the pick a card, any card kind of thing. So I grab a card, and basically it's like I think it was like Big Disco will be your wingman or some shit. And I'm like,
I'm liking where this is going already.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'll definitely accept this as my bribe, so you can go in. So he's like, cool. And as he's trying to lead them all out, Styx stops him. He's like, whoa. Where's my bribe?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, where's this bribe? You got me. You don't got him yet. He's also doorman.
That's the Wasteland way right there.
And he's like, fuck, okay. So he pulls out the cards and he's like, cool, pick a card. And I can't remember what his was, but like he had like something like that. I think he had like VIP LCC for like an hour.
Hey, that's something.
Yeah.
So he's like, alright, cool. Yeah, so we let them in. So there's that story. And then I learned later from Major was that from what he said, it was like, if you can convince them to let them in any means necessary, go for it. So that's what it was. Like, he didn't say, like, yeah, you can say
means necessary.
Yeah, he didn't say, yeah, they can accept bribes for this. No, he was just like, just convince them.
And that's, admittedly, that's also part of doing things at Wasteland. It's getting to know people, and if you want to do something, you start looking for stuff before the event even begins. Like out in the real world. It's like, hey, I know that I'm probably gonna run into this person, and I know they really like for example, Commodore here is talking to someone, and they really love like little bitty spoons.
Yes.
So
Tiny spoons. Hell yeah.
I get it because I do the same thing. Someone has me. So when we go out and do stuff, or he looks for small tiny spoons. People know that if they want to get like, hey, I found this or something, they find wrestling stuff. Or Santos found a name badge at Neo. Is that figment of your imagination?
Yes.
And he bartered for that to give to me because obviously it belongs with me.
Yeah.
And I've noticed it was like there is a lot of that happening.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, someone has a name, someone has like, hey, they've got an identity. They've got friends around them like, hey, I think this would be perfect for you. I think you would love it. I think you could do something with it.
That's primo barter right there.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not even barter. It's just, hey, I found this and think it would work perfect for you.
Yeah.
And you try to give them stuff, and like, I don't want anything. I will take the joy in knowing that you can do something with it.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah. But moral of the story.
Oh yeah.
Big Disco has one hell of a charisma check.
Yeah, he rolls.
And speech
20.
check.
He rolls 20
I see he's been leveling up his charisma.
And trust me, Big Disco, he has a whole lot of charisma. So, anyways, you can go ahead and what we call Wasteland Talk taking a grotch. It's to the first to the left. Was that what you had to do?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
BRB. The
Yeah.
valve is open.
And in the meantime, Beer Wench. 2 Michelots and an 805.
So, checking Facebook.
Buttons.
Like, kind of like how I got a metal ace of spades and offered it to Hatter in exchange for defeating him during the Wasteland Warfare game.
Mm-hmm.
That tracks.
Oh yeah, totally. And again, things that we learn with Wasteland, whether it's like bounty and other type of lore or bartering or bribes. If you're ever gonna take bribes, especially if it's gonna sell out a Wasteland friend or a alias,
Know your price.
know your price. Don't sell yourself cheap.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I'm not saying like, oh, I want 1,000 LCC caps. No. Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Be reasonable, but still, don't like say, oh, I'm gonna accept like this random rusty fork.
Yeah. Like, for example, we all know Hatter does the bounty hunting stuff usually, and like in past years.
He considers it like the bounty because like he overhypes himself to where even at the time the Rust Devils raise his bounty fee.
Yeah. I was fully prepared. Had someone come up to me and try to get info on him. My starting price was a slice of pizza.
But
Understandable.
That had value to me.
keyword starting price.
Exactly, because I've
Yes.
got a starting point. Depending on like what you give me, will determine what information you get. Yeah, everyone has their thing. Like if someone showed up, was
Drones
like,
are good bartering.
I am fully intent on tracking down Hatter. I have like, oh god, what's something I don't have? Some like rare Bray Wyatt wrestling piece that I'm like, are they bringing a fucking title belt?
Yeah.
Like,
There you go.
okay, so I will get,
That's another story.
yes, it is. At that point, it's okay. I will hand walk you over to his camp. I will show you where his car is.
Mm-hmm.
This is where he is.
Yeah.
I'm taking this title belt and walking away.
Yeah, pretty much like, yeah, the level of bribe you get will be the level of information you'll hand over. Like, say, like, you get, like, maybe, I don't know, 5 casino camps. Like, well, I heard that he likes to do this around the night times of the Wasteland.
Yeah.
So, I suggest starting in that area that you might think it would be.
Yeah.
But they hand me, like, say, like, a Yangling beer,
Younglings.
Yingling.
and it's cold. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be at Rabbit Asylum at 8 o'clock tonight.
Or like someone comes up with a pack for you.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, let's go find him. Santos going, hey, props to Hatter for letting us put him on trial during his bounty hunt.
Oh, he actually, that's right, he had a fucking trial.
Yeah.
Is that the one where they got like lawyers that are Swedish?
I think so.
Maybe?
Maybe. I just remember there was one year where, like, the first year we did a Wasteland Talk episode at Wasteland Weekend.
Yeah.
This was at the rec room, and someone went to capture his bounty right then and there during the episode. Live on, well, no, it wasn't live, it was recorded.
Ballsy.
Oh, yeah. So they managed to bring him in, and then they had to go do the final thing where he had to play cards with basically poker or hold'em or some shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's Hatter's thing. You got to beat him at Texas Hold'em, right?
Hold'em or poker. I can't remember which one it was. But when he put on the card table, I can't remember if it was him or the the person who's behind his bounty, they offer on the table a get out of jail free card because they want to bring him alive and take him to the slammer.
Yeah.
So when he went into the slammer, he had a get out of jail free card. So basically, he was able to walk out no problem.
See, actually, we talk about bounty hunting. So my first year, I was bounty.
Oh fuck! How you earned your tie?
How I got my tie. We had a whole thing. We talked about it. It's like I wasn't gonna go the cheap route of like, hey, we're together. Just give me my tie.
No.
I wanted to earn it.
And not to mention, you told your story to Captain, not me.
Exactly. So most people go the route of with their bounty hunting story. I did these things and I found my bounty and we did this thing and I caught them and like they get their time.
Most people go over because again, we want the big fish story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I caught a fish this big. No, I caught a fish this big.
Yeah. So I only exaggerated on my story a little bit.
Yeah, again, exaggeration is amazing because that just makes the story more entertaining for us.
And I actually got him involved in it.
Yes, you did.
So
Adding some fluff.
basically, I got thrown out of jail 3 times.
Like
My bounty caught me. I was the one being hunted, and I got caught 3 times.
alive.
I went in first time. I'm sitting there. Since it was my first year, I got the Wasteland Cup. I'm sitting there banging it on the
railing.
wrist. Let me out! Let me out! First of all, I sat there for a little bit. I'm like, oh, y'all got coloring books, crossword puzzles. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit, have fun. And I'm like, okay, I'm bored. Let me out. Let me out. Like, okay, get out. No, the first was.
Well, it was basically the first 2 times, and then it was the 3rd time where I got a courier come to me with a letter.
Oh.
So it was in between my 2nd and 3rd kickouts, where I went over to the post office. I wrote a note to him, like
In prison, please get me out.
no. On the back it said, "Do not open." Like from me, don't open this until I tell you to. He's like, oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna keep it in your pocket. Keep it in my pocket. 3rd time he was around. They finally went like, "Oh look, we found some money outside. Did you give us this money? Here, go ahead and leave."
They bribed themselves.
Yeah. They were gonna over to the slab. Like, we love you. You can be a little annoying.
We got Brian Romans watching. Hey, fuck you!
Hey,
Fuck you!
And so, like, okay, I've done everything I need to. School Crest opens that night. I get in. I'm like, okay. I'm sitting there waiting. He said there, you may not want to wait too much longer because we don't want to run out of ties. Like, I'm letting people get their chance, and then I got in.
Yeah.
So I'm telling the story, like, okay, this happens. Like, mine's an opposite. I got caught. However, and I start telling the story, it gets to a point, like, and this is the point, Commodore, you have a letter in your pocket that I've asked you to hold on to. Could you open that letter for me, please? He opens it and reads it. I forget what I wrote, but it was like, hey, I'm writing you this after my 2nd time of getting kicked out of jail. Hi, love you.
Second time.
It was just something basic, just something to make people giggle. And so I finished.
I wish I still had that note too, because
I might.
Because I had a good chuckle with it.
Yeah, you may still have that. And so at the end, Captain's just like, you know, normally this is like you hunting other people. That was really good.
Oh yeah.
And you had like interaction with other things. You get your tie.
Yeah.
I'm like, yay!
Just start again. If you can make the story very convincing, very entertaining, whether it's a bounty that you failed or a bounty that was on you, you can probably still earn your tie. But again, this was back when we were doing that.
Yeah.
Things changed. We did it differently now.
Yeah. The whole thing was just telling a good, entertaining story.
Again, we like the big fish tale.
Yeah. And he explained it to me in the best possible way would make sense for my brain. Tell it like you would a wrestling storyline. You don't go, this person beats up this person. Make it big.
Yeah, make it like cut a promo or be a commentator and give all the little details of how it happened.
Yeah.
And exaggerate certain word phrasings.
Yeah. And the fact that I had the denting on the bottom of the cup and like all these other things, like, damn, that was good.
Yeah. So I have a pretty good Wasteland takedown story of someone how they took down me.
Oh, you? All right.
Yeah. So I believe this was my second or third Wasteland. I'm not
Right.
sure. I had a bounty hunting poster. It was like, I think it was one of my first years doing it. And someone had my bounty poster, and they caught me all the way out in Anthill.
Oh, so that was like bumfuck up there.
Yeah, it's like almost the farthest away from town.
Yeah, that's like near silent death.
And I was out there. I believe I was out there just delivering mail.
That's a long ass trip to fucking do mail.
I have no reason to usually go out that way, but
no one does.
Yeah, I was out that way, and a person rolls up on a bike, and they recognize me. They're like, "You're Ninja?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Poster," and I was like, "Shit," and then they're like, "All right, rock paper scissors," and I'm like, "That's not my challenge. You gotta beat me at Ninja."
That name, yeah.
So if you're not familiar with Ninja Tag, it's a game. It's actually pretty popular at Wasteland, where basically you start at a move and then
it was also popular in anime conventions.
Yeah, that too. But basically each person takes a move on like striking and reacting, and you gotta smack their hand.
Yeah, it's basically slap hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got beat. Ninja did not win at Ninja. It happens. So anyways, I had pretty unique barter that year, and one of my barter items was puzzle boxes.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I had this very unique, it just said a puzzle box. It was just like a maze. Like you opened it up, and it had multiple layers. So like this, I gave it was like, okay, you beat me. Here's my finger, and I gave him a puzzle box as the reward.
Yeah.
So inside the puzzle box, though, so it was like 3 layers. It was a maze. So like it takes you like probably at least 20 minutes sitting down. So like 1 layer, you open it, and you're like, fuck, there's another layer. You're like, fuck, there's another layer. And inside was a piece of paper, and inside the piece of paper was a scavenger hunt list.
Even Logan was like saying, "Yeah, Ninja's also popular in Sakami." That's what I was addressing.
Yep. So inside was a scavenger hunt list, and it had a bunch of tasks that you have to do at Wasteland Weekend, and like take a picture that you did it.
Okay.
Some of it was pretty self-explanatory. It was like get into organized crime, so like Black Ash Syndicate or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Get thrown in the
Nice.
slammer. Get a picture with Piss Rock.
Oh.
Not touching. A picture with it.
Yeah.
I made sure to put that. Don't touch.
Do not touch it.
Yeah.
Do not lick it.
Yeah. And there was a couple other tasks in there, and then eventually it's like, come back to Trash Tribe, find me for your final reward.
Okay.
Yeah. So this person accomplished all the tasks, and they came back and they solved it. So then we gave them like an ammo box full of like goodies and stuff like that. That was the grand prize for solving the puzzle. And they told me like, yo, this was awesome because it reminded us to take pictures at Wasteland.
Right.
Something, you know, you experience so much things, but sometimes you don't always get to like record it.
Yeah, I personally do that, especially for someone who wants to record a lot and take pictures a lot for the Wasteland Talk channel.
Yeah.
I get too distracted and in the moment.
So, a couple of years passed. This same person has now formed their own tribe,
Oh.
Shit.
and they got us back.
Oh.
And this is this is the story of the tiny black chickens.
Fuck.
So,
Okay.
It's not for you.
last year at Wasteland, our tribe got attacked, per se. Randomly, we would find these tiny black chickens in our camp.
Yeah.
And I was just like, alright, who the fuck's leaving these around? I was like, okay, that's what I first thought. I was going to blame a tribe mate, like, hey, you're just leaving your chickens on the ground. So I picked up the chicken, like, put it on the table or something. Come back later, and there'd be like 2 or 3 more on the ground. I'm like, the hell? And then eventually it was like 5 more. I'm like, alright. This is intentional. Something is going on right now. So, like, I started, like, being paranoid. I'm like, I need to hire people. I'm like, hey, find out what the fuck is going on. Why are these chickens winding up in our camp?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're like, once we found this person wearing a vault suit or whatever, and they like tossed the chicken in our camp, like into our camp. And I was like, you! And they fucking ran. I couldn't catch them.
They're like,
Oh, damn it! And I was like, what the hell's going on here? So, later, I believe, the following night, like, chickens kept winding up in our camp. All the time. Like, what the fuck is going on right now? And it's like midnight.
Yeah.
I'm in my camp. Someone throws a chicken on our camp, and one of our other tribesmen is there, and we held them up. We're like, hey, shh, what's going on right now?
Scrat goes, my pork car was covered in chickens.
So, and we held him up, and he spilt the beans. He told us everything. He's like, all right, so there was a letter going around, like via Wasteland communication mail.
Yeah.
Like, they're being delivered to multiple people at Wasteland. And the letter said, like, hey, come by this camp called the Carrion Calphinate, collect these chickens, and deliver them at Trash Tribe because they are cursed by Danny DeVito. So we're Trash Tribe. We worship the Trash Man, Danny DeVito.
The trash man.
Yeah. Trash! I throw garbage all over
The ring.
Yeah. So he told us this. We find the letter. We're like, all right, we gotta get them back.
So, wrestling reference. There you go.
Yeah.
I know.
So so I was thinking, all right, what's the good way to get them back? So I make a bomb.
Oh, fuck. Okay, you got a little extreme there.
So, all right, package bomb. I rig a baseball grenade open, like what pulls the pin when you open the package, and inside has one of these duct taped inside with a Trash Tribe cap on the inside of this on the outside of this chicken. So we have that package delivered to their camp very discreetly. I don't know how discreet it was because a couple hours later, they did a drive-by to our camp, to where they rode on the side of the vehicle, and they lobbed the rest of the chickens into our camp. There was over 100 of these in our camp. I was like, I think they got my bomb. I find out that the person who was behind this was the person who did my bounty hunt poster the year and solved my puzzle. And they said this was their way of getting me back because they had such a good time with that.
Oh, that is.
So it was like super sincere and cute. And I'm like, oh, I need to know how to get them back 2025. And I'm looking for ideas.
So I actually had a nuclear winter. I bartered for one of those. So I have one in my bag.
So we ended up bartering a bunch of them to our neighbor who was fucking Tim. You may or may know fucking Tim. He has a camp called Fucking Tim. Yeah. And he wanted a lot of these, so we bartered a bunch of them to him.
Okay.
And he was going around just being like, get your tiny cocks here.
I would totally follow it.
Yeah.
It squeaks, it makes noise.
So throughout Wasteland, we would constantly hear like, oh my god, someone got one of our tiny cocks.
Well, also, what was it, my first year?
Yeah.
There was someone walking around just passing out dog squeakers.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
I put them in my bra, and I was like,
That's a good way to put them.
So,
I'm hoping, side note, I'm hoping this is the last year I walk around with titties this big at waist.
fingers crossed. So, I might have like one more story in me before we have to close out.
Oh, no problem.
And it's a story that I always like to say. Talk about. Have you heard of the story of I tell about the Baron's hand?
Oh. The Baron's hand. Tell me.
Alright, so you heard of the Baron from Skulldugger's Mushroom Cloud, right?
Yes. In
All
fact,
right.
I did some quests for him last year. Continue on.
So, wait, hold on. We got, Scrat goes, I'm armed with a tiny black chicken everywhere I go in my car.
Yeah. It's so cute. I love it.
So, this was 2018. Ghoulcrest was hiding, and we decided to work with the Skullduggers, so our camp was right behind there. So, in order to get to Ghoulcrest, esque is that you have to cut through the VIP room of Skullduggers, and past that is a tunnel.
Were they still in Undertown then, or was it a different layout?
They're always in Undertown.
Okay.
They are Undertown.
Yeah.
True.
Let's be fucking honest. That is the capital of fucking Undertown. But I won't get too much in that. So, this is before even Wasteland officially starts. This is like build days and shit.
Uh-huh.
So, Ghoulcrest gets there. It's me, Major, Captain, and Corporal. Corporal is a little Irish lady with a whole lot of temper. She's small.
A little bit taller than me.
Not really. Shoes.
Shoes. Okay, I'll take shoes.
So
they're Irish? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
So good. Let's just keep that in mind before I'm about to tell you.
Easy to
So we got a vast majority of our structure set up. We got the skeleton, we got some walls in, and Captain's finished up the flooring of our second floor. As he's finishing up, it's starting to get dark and shit, and we decided to call it for the day because we're pretty much almost done, and all we have to do is basically interior shit, which is we can get done within like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since we have the rugs and the bar already inside. We just have to get like more majority of the lighting and the decor.
Okay.
So, we're up there. We each got a cigar, and we're just enjoying the night. They're practicing the pyro on the gates, and we're starting to see the midnight line come in.
I love Midnight Line.
And as we're up there, just, living the moment, here comes Skullduggers, which includes the Baron, Mickey Bang Bang, and Skullduggers 1, 2, and 3. I don't know their names.
1, 2, and 3 works.
So they come up to visit us because they want to check in, make sure we're doing okay and whatnot. They come up on the second roof. They have a couple of drinks. We're having a good time. We're bullshitting. It's fun. And they got to a point where they're like, okay, we should probably start heading down and get things ready for our end. You all have a good night kind of shit.
Okay.
So most of them walk down. Except for the Baron. The Baron apparently is not sober at this point. Concoctions are unknown for public video reasons. We'll say alcohol, just to be safe, because it's a safe bet. It's a safe bet.
Yeah.
He's just staring down the stairs, wobbly. He's trying to take a step, but he pulls it back, kind of thing. And at this point, I step aside from Major and Captain. Corporal went fucked off and did something else around the camp. So I'm just going around, just watching the fire on the gate and finishing off my cigar. But I can hear what's going on over here. I hear Captain and Major basically heckling Baron. They're like, "Oh, what's the matter, Baron? Do you need a hand? Do you need a handrail to get down the stairs? Because we haven't put up the handrail yet." So it's basically floor and a dark hole that leads into the fucking ground. So eventually he makes it down. And then Captain and Major follow him. So that was just me. I'm just staring at the fire, having deep thoughts, figuring out what's going on, what's going to happen for this year's Wasteland and shit, like what to look forward to, what to plan, all that shit. All of a sudden, I feel a huge whack on the side of this arm. So at first, I thought someone snuck up behind me and tried to give me like a surprise, "Hi, how you doing?" kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I turn around, I see no one. Well, I hear a thud on the floor. I look down, it's a can of Coors Light. And
What?
and it's rolling down and it hits the floor, the ground floor. And then I look forward up, I see the Baron like this. He threw a can of beer at me. Oh no, it gets better. It gets better. Oh, I even scratched the surface of this fucking story. So me, I'm like, okay, maybe he was just trying to get my attention because asking for a beer. I was spacing out, sure. So I see Mickey Bang Bang picking it up, just like, what the fuck? So I get on one knee and I extend my arm out to the ground, saying, hey, I think that beer is for me. Can you please hand it to me? Because right now, I could use a beer right now. A beer is nice. And before Mickey Bang Bang can even respond to what I said, out of nowhere, the orangutan that's fucking the Baron comes out of the blind side of my eye on the ground, grabs my arm, and pulls his whole body weight down to where like I could have fallen off the fucking second floor onto the floor, and that would have hurt a lot. So instinct took over, and my body splat onto the fucking floor, so I don't fall. However, the edge of the second floor is wood and steel, so from here to here got a huge scrape, and he's now swinging his whole weight on my arm like it's a fucking jungle gym. And then he eventually lets go, and then he just starts fucking literally on the fucking pipes going, just shaking it and shit, and he fucking fucks off into the darkness. So I'm like, okay, he's clearly not sober. He's horsing around, whatever, cool. And then now, at this point, anxiety kicks in because I almost fell off a fucking really high area and. Yeah. Could have got the wind knocked out of me, and I just like...
You almost had a bad time.
Yeah. So I was like, I should probably go downstairs and fuck off for a sec, because I feel something bad mentally rising, and I should not be around people right now. So I rush downstairs. I see Major and Corporal see me rushing and hurrying, like, are you okay? What happened? And I was like, oh, I just gotta fuck off. I'll be right back. And I just go to the back. And then I go to my tent and grab my emergency stash beer, because at that point, I really need now a beer.
Well, yeah, emergency stash beer. It's very important.
Yeah. So I know Kip and or Katie watching.
It's probably Katie, since she likes to take over Kip's profile.
Santos is going, fucking Tim, isn't that analog Andy at Neo? The guy who walks around late Saturday at Neo saying, in 6 months, this will all be a wasteland.
Probably.
Goddamn.
So I grab a beer and I walk like maybe 20 yards away from the Ghoul Crest, and I just stare at the moon. And I just drink a beer, just trying to calm myself down, trying to relax, trying to bring down the fucking shit I've been going through. So I see Major comes up to me and checks in because he sees that something is wrong.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Dude, what happened? Are you okay, man?" And I was like,
"You got to explain that to him."
And I'm like, it's fine. I just gotta fuck off. I need a beer right now. I'm just gonna be right here for a bit, and then I'll go back in. And he's like, okay, man. Well, if you need me, let me know. I'm like, hey, it'll be fine. Thank you. So, estimately 20 minutes go by, and I finally am now more calm. I'm relaxed. I can go be around people. So I walk into the club, and there's a couple of skullduggers around there, and Major. Skullduggers going, and Major going like, dude, Corporal found out what the Baron did, and she fucking chewed his ear out. And we don't know where the Baron is.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, it's not a big deal. Like, he was probably just horsing around. It happens. It's okay. It's just that I had to fuck up for my own reasons. And then we're walking out to the front. We're looking around. We see the silhouette of a giant man, which is the Baron, just sulking in the darkness. And then here comes Mickey Bang Bang, who's supposed to be now the new tribe leader of Skullduggers. He's being very apologetic. He's like, dude, I'm sorry this happened to you. Like, we lost a lot of good relationships with people, with other tribes, with circumstances like this, and we don't want to ruin what we Skullduggers and you, the Ghoul Crest, have. We're like, what's going on? And I hope this doesn't ruin anything. And I'm like, dude, it's fucking okay. Like, it happens. It was like fucking horsing around bullshit. I had anxiety and shit, and I had to fuck off, and could not be around people. And again, he's being very apologetic. And then here comes the Baron's wife. Mind you, Baron's wife is, again, yay tall, Japanese former military.
So for every big dude, it's usually small little bitty thing. You
So-
gotta watch out. Small little bitty.
So she's all like, "What the fuck is going on with the Baron?" So we gave her a gist situation of what happened to me, and then she goes, "Oh, okay, thank you. I'll be right back." And then she walks into the darkness towards the silhouette. And then we couldn't hear what happened, but we saw a lot of this. and just and then I'm like, fuck, I think he just died twice. I think I should just go to bed. And then Skullduggers are all gathering together. They all say goodnight to us, every one of them. But then I see Baron, he's just like still sulking. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm definitely going to bed. So I go to bed. I sleep. I wake up in the morning. I'm hearing Captain and Major and Corporal fucking around with shit. And I'm like, I should wake up so I can start helping out with structure to get it done on time. Because I don't know what time it is, but it's probably early enough to where I can help. So I get up. I find Major. And I'm like, hey, cool. What do you need me to do? And he's like, dude, the Baron's looking for you. I'm like, wait. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, he wants to apologize from last night. And I'm like, in my head, I'm trying to because I'm still trying to wake up and I'm trying to recollect my thoughts like last night. And then I'm looking like, oh my god, like a huge bloody scratch from here to here. And I'm like, I should probably go to med tent to get this treated and wrapped up so it doesn't get infected.
Yeah.
So I did just that. So they wrapped my whole arm up like a fucking mummy. And then I go back and I start trying to look for the Baron. The Baron's busy because he's doing the gate opening ceremony, so he's well. So I just hung around.
All this happened midnight, like night zero.
No. This is yeah. But I'm talking about the next day though, and
Okay,
this is gate opening ceremony.
Yeah, opening ceremony, gotcha.
So he's in the gate opening ceremony, so it's gonna be a while before he comes back. So I just look around the mushroom cloud, wait for him to get back. So he finally came back. I waved him down like, hey, I heard you're looking for me. So he was like, yeah. So he comes to me over to the back of the camp where, like, it's mushroom cloud and then there's their camp. So he pulls me aside. He's like, listen, I just want to apologize to you what happened last night. I took the making fun of me going down the stairs a little too personally, and I took it out on you. I should have done that. I actually like you. You're a really cool guy. But I just want to be apologizing. I just hope there's no issues between us and Ghoulcrest and And I'm like, dude, I did not know this was a big a deal. Like, I'm not mad at all or anything. It happens. I just had anxiety and I just tried to fuck off for a bit so I could just take my own time. He's like, I'll be right back. So he walks away, goes to his tent, and pulls out that sword right behind you. Good?
Yep.
He presents this to me. He's like, here, this is a symbol of my apology, and to show there's no bad blood between us. So then I take it out, there's like this fucking little sword right here.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And to rewind a little bit, right before I went to bed, there's Captain, Major, and Corporal in the Ghoulcrest. They're just chatting it up and shit, and I'm on my way to bed, and I'm just trying to talk it off, and I'm like, oh yeah, the Baron's a cool fucking guy. He gifts you guys fucking guns and blades and shit, and the only thing I got from him for right now is this shitty scar that's about to happen here soon. So in my head, I'm like, I was just fucking playing around. Like, you didn't really have to do this. Like, this is cool. Yeah, thank you.
And then I found I borrowed for
The strap. The strap came
nice.
safely. So, I eventually named this sword the Baron's Hand. Because of the situation of how I got this sword. And when I brought this up, the Baron was watching this, and he was like, oh, the Baron approves! If you want to put this back, by all means.
I don't recognize that.
It's glorious.
Who the fuck is this?
Jeff or Chris?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know this. So, that, and then I learned later down the years when I was like the first few nuclear winters later, I brought that over. Someone recognized it. I'm like, yeah, the Baron gave this to me because this is what happened. And they're like, oh yeah, they're like, he apparently tends to do that when he fucks shit up and accidentally hurts somebody. So apparently there should be a whole group of people who have swords and daggers that would give to the Baron as an apology.
Swords and scars.
I do recall quite a big weapon collection at that camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hold a lot of weapons, so they have enough to gift away in case of circumstances. So I think that about wraps up for this show. Ninja, it's been amazing to fucking have you here. I look forward to seeing you in future Wasteland events.
Yes.
Have fun at Arnicore, and hopefully I'll see Arnicore in the near future.
That was a good time. Thank you for having me on the show. I had a blast.
Oh yeah, that fucking like this is how it is.
It's always fun.
So
You know this beforehand, and the archers aren't going to be, oh, I'm fine.
so I am Commodore.
I am Ninja.
This was Figment, and we are our beer wench, Ducky.
Hi, Ducky.
This was Commodore's Talks Wasteland. We might have another show next weekend featuring Commodore from the Total Wasteland Takedown Federation.
WTF.
So
Yay.
I'll keep you all posted if that happens or not. If not, we'll have another show here soon featuring other guests and such.
I'm
So
excited for that.
enjoy the rest of your night. I know I will.
You'll be drinking. Oh, hold on. Santos, I just came here for the Figment show. Yay!
Figment show.
All right.
And then I'm going, hi, Ninja.
Hello.
You all have a good night. Take it off.